case, we're gonna have a fun, goofy little one-shot. This, depending on your guys' method, this could be very fucking quick, or this could be a while. It depends how completionist you all want to be.
Oh God.
I will say beforehand, just as a brief reference for you guys, I did put a quick picture in game discussion, just so you guys can see how many train cars there are and, visually remember what's vaguely where.
Is caboose a technical term?
Yes, the caboose is the end of the train.
Yeah, it's the final car on the train.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're usually a bit different. This one in particular is different. But
they often have luggage storage that isn't small enough to fit into regular cabins, that sort of thing.
Yes. It's also where in the Polar Express they have a very emo scene back there. But to give you guys the quick little... This is non-canon to your characters, but it is canon somewhere in the world. So some mystery people are the ones doing the job you are about to do. But as a brief pitch, you all have been approached by a fellow using the codename SureStep, requesting to hire your group to sneak into enemy territory of the Empire and to break on to one of the arcane locomotives of the military and to acquire a prisoner being transported on it. The prisoner in question is not an ally to either side, the Empire or the Alliance. They are not to be trusted, and even once you guys get them, it has been strongly suggested to keep them detained. The prisoner's codename is Termite. They are a turncoat to both sides, but they have very valuable info and are apparently an important hostage. And they are needed alive. Mostly.
Important clarification with this group of people.
Your party is free to achieve this however you want. The train does travel at highly dangerous speeds, and it is through enemy territory, so it could be dangerous to just jump off, but if that's how you guys want to do it, we'll make it happen. These train tracks connect all the way back to Ally territory, so there's potential there, but there are many guards on the train. There is an arcane conductor in charge of the train, and there's even some high-profile enemy nobles on this train, apparently. You were warned ahead of time of automatons, some security measures. Apparently traps have been reported on the roofs. Your intelligence says that there is one engine, one carriage containing its magic power cells, 6 unknown carriages that could be anything from passenger to cargo or holding cells, and apparently the caboose is armored and is implied to have weapons.
They have clenched their butthole.
Indeed. And you guys have someone who has shown up at your meeting place for this job and apparently has their own reasons for also wanting to get on the train. And a quick, brief alliance has been formed. I will make you guys roleplay that all out since we're being extremely fast and loose. But I am going to take you guys to your little area where you can plan as you wait for the train to arrive. You all can place your tokens wherever you would like. Chloe, could you show Cass how to place their tokens?
I absolutely can.
Thank you.
You have my hand once this, once my notes. Lovely. So on the... Oh, is it? I don't actually know where...
I do not have a train token, I only have figures.
Yeah.
Oh! My goodness.
I keep
forgot
forgetting
that
that Brutus... I keep forgetting that Brutus doesn't have a canonical appearance, so it's just mini John Cena.
I completely forgot to put Thane into roll 20. I am such a fake DM. Apologies. Hold on.
My poor boy.
Indeed.
Nobody loves him.
I know. Quinn, didn't you give me a token for him?
No.
Mhm.
I can't get a Violet onto the board because I'm on my iPad. It won't let me take and drag them onto the board.
Then give me just a moment.
Let me see if I can find it.
Thank you so much, Quinn.
Are you okay there, Brutus?
Oh, they're on the balls. Okay. If you scroll in, you'll be able to see the actual character. Actually, I've got icons.
It would really help.
You know what? Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
No,
If
you click that hand,
Cool didn't just send me a completely different shot.
Real.
Thanks for that. Good. Sure, my friend Aaron will just be like, he's cute, who's this?
Click upload.
That one.
Hey, there we go.
Fuck's sake, onto the balls. Guys, stop moving. Who is that? Who is that? I don't know. Who's the other one on the board?
What do you mean? You mean fucking Brutus?
Is that... Oh, yeah,
It's the
that's
John
Brutus.
Cena meme,
It's John
yeah.
Cena, okay. I was trying to work out what it was, but because someone kept moving it, I couldn't explain it's Kaz. Heads up, it's going to be like playing with a grandma because so.
Go off.
Apologies.
Quinn, you should have access to Thane now. I don't know if you need to refresh.
I mean, Chloe, we play with you all the time. We're used to it.
I can see a thing.
There we go.
Give me a second, Chloe. I'm giving you control of an Ivana token. There you go. There's an Ivana token now that you should have control of.
Yeah. Thank you.
Woohoo! Are we ready to party? 5 slay. We got 5 people. We got 5 tokens. We're looking good.
Let's get ready to rumble.
So you guys can have some time to plan, to discuss whether you want to in character or out, to meet your new member for a time. And I will say now that if you guys want to say like any prep you've done ahead of time, such as disguises or special equipment, we can include that within reason.
Oh, we're Blades in the Darking it. Dope.
Yeah, literally. So, go crazy.
Okay, so just to be clear, the conceit is we are not on the train. The train is an armored thing carrying nobles and a prisoner
Yes.
that we have to both sneak our way onto and then also find a way off. Because if we're
Yes.
still aboard when it gets to the station, we will also be added to the prisoner count.
Correct.
Cool.
The only places the train stops are heavily armored and protected military locations. So your contact who hired you all for this had suggested jumping onto the train. So you guys are currently waiting on top of a cliff. If you want to go down to the tracks themselves, you can. Or if you want to attempt to jump down. Either way.
Just a heads up, Tito is like 30 centimeters tall at maximum. So
Yeah.
if you guys are doing any jumping, you may have to just grab him because he's tiny.
Speaking of which, do we want to go around and describe our characters?
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna be mean and do alphabetical again. Hey, Quinn.
Wow, I feel picked on.
You're like the
So-
shortest in the server. Welcome to it.
So Thane is about sort of just over 4 feet. He has like black hair that's quite sort of straight, and slightly kind of like long to his like collarbone. Sharp blue eyes, and then his ears kind of look like elven ears, but sort of also slightly malformed elven ears. He is wearing well constructed but very simple clothes. He has a bow but no quiver. And he always has a little notebook on him that he seems to write in quite frequently. In dwarven shorthand, as the group have learnt.
Hell yeah. Connor.
Brutus is a halfling, right about 3 feet tall, which means 2 of them stacked on top of each other is about the same height as Ivana. He's constantly fidgeting. His hands are always busy. He's a locksmith by trade, so he's got a couple of puzzle locks that he uses as fidgets, and also as teaching tools when people, want an example of like how does this work. He's got brown hair, brown eyes. He's usually got his hair up in a ponytail because it's just long enough to get in his face. But probably the most distinctive thing about him is a pair of tattoos on his forearms, which are brightly colored and intricately detailed, devoted to the gods that he has sworn himself to, both semi-consciously and completely ignorantly. So that, it's a whole fun thing. he's halfway to atheism in a world with, actual active gods.
That's right, if I was an atheist.
And best friends with one of... Wait, hang on. Was it Ivana that was friends with Vinny, or was that Maeve?
That was Maeve.
Oh, yeah.
That's alright.
Clover still T-posed through a tree somewhere.
Yeah. You guys aren't getting rid of Vinny that easy. Kaz, would you like to describe your character?
Yes, I would. So, Tito is so if you imagine like the little clown toys that are porcelain hands, feet, and head, but like fabric and soft bodies, Tito is that come to life, pretty simply. He's got little bells on his feet. He's got pom-pom buttons on his like jumpsuit. He's got a ruffle around his neck. I haven't decided on his colours yet, so I'm thinking maybe pink and yellow. But he's basically just a toy. He's very silly. He's got like the mental age of like a toddler, so a child, for want of a better word. But yeah, that is my little guy.
Oh yeah.
Tito.
Yeah.
Tito. It's spelled Teetoh, right?
Yeah.
Tito.
Yes.
Beloved.
And frankly, I'm just thinking of that motherfucker in a blimp in the Zelda games.
Go off.
So, Chorus is a tiefling. Looks to be about 20 with like lavender coloured skin, with a scar on his right cheek. His eyes are bright yellow. He's about 5'9". His eyes, they're the sort of eyes that look like they don't miss much. His horns are black and they sort of curl behind his head, meeting like a halo shape over his sort of ivory white hair. He has a pair of like leathery bat wings, and his tail sort of culminates at the tip in the shape of an arrow.
Hell yeah. Who's next on the list? Chloe.
I think it's me.
Yeah.
I've already told Kaz a little bit about Ivana, but Ivana is a rogue sorcerer with kind of golden blonde hair, bright orange eyes, and is fully covered from like literally neck to toe, like has gloves on, is kind of looks like a soldier. Cute. It looks like a soldier because as soon as you said disguise, I was like, Ivana's background is technically soldier. So they've definitely dressed up more than usual. So they're definitely a lot more soldiery than they normally look. But they wear like a mix of kind of blacks and greys and dark greens and stuff like that. Fun.
Slay.
Yeah, they are interesting.
They are also best friends with Karis.
Real.
Yeah.
You guys don't have your beef right now. You guys can actually
this
be
is
nice
true.
to each
We don't
other.
have beef.
I would also
Get
like to
healed.
note, just for the record, this is gonna go really bad somehow because this is happening elsewhere, but that doesn't mean that this is going to be irrelevant. We're just gonna find out about another random group of adventurers
Yeah.
that's possibly working against us at some point in the campaign.
So,
Wilder
no,
would
yeah.
never.
oh, please.
Would be crazy. It's very ironic that Nora isn't here. I already gave Nora a little hint since they weren't able to come. And they cursed me out lightly. Lovingly, I hope.
Oh, go message Nora, is that what you're saying? Okay, cool.
But
I need
guys,
to talk
feel
Nora
free
to get our
to
Baldur's Gate campaign set up.
feel free to scheme and plan about train shenanigans.
Okay, first question. What is the group that kind of owns the train?
This is the Empires.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have like a symbol?
I'm such a good DM.
Do they have one? Yes or no?
Quick,
Yes.
pull up your lore docs.
It looks like a mouth.
Great. Ivana has one of those pinned to their soldier uniform.
Okay, slay. So you're saying are you trying to like, did you want to get like an actual uniform, or are you just kind of vaguely making your own outfit look like one of theirs?
I want to try and get one of their own uniforms.
Okay, you can have that. You guys were given like prep for this job.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me you're going to jump off a cliff onto a fast-moving train and then try to convince the people inside that you belong there?
It's a failsafe.
They'll at least pause before attacking now.
Exactly.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. Are any of the rest of you going to be wearing disguises or no?
I don't think it matters if Tito's wearing a disguise or not.
Tito is in Ivana's pocket.
Yeah. I was just about to say, I feel like Ivana's going up to you and go, little thing. I'm just going to, if you don't mind, and it's just going to, like, wrap some tape or, like, stuff some cotton into the bells. Yeah. So that we can be... This won't be for long. I will take it out, but you be too loud.
Tito squeaks like a dog toy sometimes, so Tito squeaks.
Yeah.
So, hang on. Ivana is collecting little guys, because I feel like in this AU, Ivana and Brutus are actually friends. They have been up to shenanigans. So, Ivana has Tito, like, peeking out of a breast pocket, and Brutus standing at their side, just like, you're wearing a disguise for something we cannot possibly... Okay, this is gonna go great.
I mean, I also have Disguise Self as a spell, so if I need to, I can, like, fully go all the way.
I'm a good luck charm.
Yeah!
I'm the team's mascot, guys.
Well, Thorn's not here, so we need one.
Yeah. Did you pick up the ball when you did your spells? What did you do for your spells?
I don't know. What did I do for my spell list? There is my spell list.
We love... and don't worry guys, this is not just a you thing. I see every single player of a mage or like caster just kind of pause and go, wait, what spells do I have again?
This is why I wrote them all out of my notebook with that. Oh, I should have written all the details. You know what? Next time. I'll do it next time.
This is why that's what
Me,
I
I'm
always have on
double
deck.
checking if I had comprehend language in the last session we played on here.
You literally did.
That's what we us.
I mean, technically, you guys do have one member that can fly, but
Oh yeah, cows can
Oh
fly.
no.
Fuck off.
the train moves a little too fast for you to fly back and forth multiple times at least.
Yeah,
And it
I
would
was thinking
save from
Brutus.
full damage from the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Brutus has like a pack with grappling hooks and also featherfall, like maybe 2 featherfall scrolls that he got specifically for this job.
Yeah. Let me double check how many people Featherfall can hit at once.
5.
I think up to 5.
Yeah. See, totally.
But yeah, like I think I only need to hit 3 technically, and I'm one of them.
I will let you have 1 scroll of Featherfall.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I think Brutus just kind of look like, is there a track or is it just like a furrow?
Yes, so on the map you guys are on right now, the kind of stone-looking part is like the top edge of the cliff. The next map I will put you guys on overlooks the actual tracks, which are at the base of the cliff.
Okay, cool.
What part of the train would you guys like to jump down onto?
I think Brutus is going to look around and just kind of suggest, well, personally, I think I should probably head towards the back. Like, if they've got essentially an armory at the back of the train, it would probably be best for me to head to, like, the next to last car and see if I can decouple it. Because either, one, that completely disrupts some of the resources they have on deck, or best case scenario, stops the train while they try to figure out what's going on, and Ivana can sneak on in the confusion.
Running the risk of potentially immediately drawing all of the attention to ourselves.
No, to me specifically. The one that's actually really good at hiding from people, and is also half everyone else's size except for the one in a pocket.
Okay, and
Oh my god, Tito's literally a pocket friend.
yeah. Well, I was gonna bring the two. He's like the size of that one.
Yeah. That's like how big he is. Yeah. Like 30 centimeter ruler, so you've got big ass pockets.
Ivana has big ass pockets.
Okay.
Real.
Cool, sweet.
I've got so many pockets.
Oh yeah.
Pick your favourite.
My pockets.
Ivana's literally a rogue. If they don't have giant pockets, they're playing their character wrong.
Correct.
Correct. And I need places to hide all of my speaking stones.
I just make a little patch that you can sit onto one of the pockets, like Tito's pocket.
Oh my god, obsessed.
Alright, so you're considering the back of the train?
Brutus is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to do the back of the train, we can. But then that will go through the armory.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is maybe I can potentially get the armory completely disconnected from the rest of the train. Like, just completely take it out of the equation. We don't have to worry about whatever weapons are automated on it, whatever protections are on it. Just disconnect it, and it becomes no longer a factor.
So I will tell you guys, it was not specified to be an armory. It was specified to be armored. ED.
Yes, but that's an assumption Brutus is making.
Very fair.
Well, depending on what the links are between the train carriages, we could always jump on like the one to last. We just need to be careful because if the roof is trapped, we might be in the shit. Just trap me.
Well, thus... Nobody tosses a ferry. Fuck me. I mean, I was planning to jump onto the next to last one and then disconnect the caboose from there, as opposed to, potentially riding the caboose to a dead stop.
I do still have concerns that will cause an immediate investigation as to what happened.
Well, this is why I'm suggesting I maybe do it by myself. I can just get that taken care of. The rest of you can maybe go further forward, maybe to the engine or the energy supply to see if there are other options you can go for there.
Sure, but if it were me, I would make it a fairly thorough investigation, especially if it's something that's not meant to happen.
Suggestion.
Yeah, but they also...
What if we made it so that there was some sort of like mechanical failure that needed looking at, and then we could use that as a distraction to investigate stuff?
Well, actually, here's another question. Do we know where our prisoners being held within the confines of the train?
No.
Oh, God. There's a 100% possibility that this is, in fact, their cell Brutus is talking about. That's great.
Yeah,
this is not going to occur to Brutus, by the way.
This depends how completionist you guys are.
Well, Ivana was very much thinking kind of get in, get out. So, like, I think going in and getting out as fast as possible is our best bet. Even if you, Karis, want to try and look into things a little bit more, we could try and allocate some time for that. But it depends. The longer we stay and we're fucking with things, the more likely we're going to get found out.
Oh no, I agree. Get out would be the optimal approach. Causing as little fuckery as possible.
Well, the problem is we don't know exactly where we're getting in and out from.
I think we first need to decide like how we're getting onto the train.
I mean, I've got a scroll. I can drop Featherfall on us. We ride the spell onto the back of the train. It's not hard.
I mean, yeah. And at least if we're Featherfall, we can be careful not to jump into any traps.
Exactly. And I mean, Karis can always nudge us one way or another, and he does have wings.
Oh my god, Karis, do you have wings?
Had you not noticed, Ivana?
No.
You got it.
Wilder's just like, yes, they can finally be friends, and Chloe and Charlie are both just like, no, there's no universe.
Maybe you should go and get your eyes tested.
Go get your wings tested if you're... Are you even able to carry any of us down there?
I slap Ivana with a wing.
Watch it.
Brutus will slap Karis upside the head with his mage hand.
What is it with, Connor, with you and your character slapping people up the heads?
One, it's a mage hand, and two, I watched an entirely egregious amount of NCIS as a child. So,
Valid.
What a flashback right there.
Yeah. In terms of getting on the train, I'm happy to do that, Brutus. If we pop the scroll in Featherfall. Because this little one, and points at Tito, does have it, but limited resource, it'd be better to use your scroll first.
that was my thinking. There's no way this could possibly go wrong.
Not at all.
Real. Alright, give me just 1 second. I've realized I should do something in particular to make lives easier. Never mind, fuck this shit.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
It was harder than I thought, so I've now given up.
Mood.
Alright. If you guys are ready to... What happened?
I've just seen the multiplier that I've got on one of my stats, and I'm thinking it's really fucking hilarious.
Go off. If you guys are ready then, the ground starts to shake. There starts to be a rattling feeling in the very air. Distant light appearing through the trees below as the arcane locomotive comes into view. It is dark steel with blue magic arcing off of the engine. It is moving very, very quickly. And you guys have a limited amount of time to jump. Hold on. I'm so fucking good at this. Don't worry. I know
I've
how
been
to
DMing
use...
for 10 years. It's fine.
I know how to use Roll20. There we go. You guys are at the top of the cliff. The train is beginning to blast by. Distance isn't really a question in this moment, but you have been warned that there are traps on the roofs of the car, and you never know if there's somebody on sentry duty. So, I'd like you guys to arrange your tokens how you'd like, and then we'll do some rolls for jumping and stealthing and all those good things.
Cool.
Are you guys able to control your tokens?
Yeah.
Okay, Slay.
Yep.
Wow.
Cool.
Get the music.
I'm behind you. Because I'm in your pocket.
Oh my god.
Where you go, I go.
Okay. Alright. So, Brutus's first order of business is obviously popping that scroll.
Hell yeah. Alright, you all have Featherfall cast upon you.
And then I guess we do a perception check to check for sentries and traps.
Yeah.
Go
So
for
that
it.
hopefully we can aim this jump correctly. Perception. That is 21 perception for Brutus.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's 14 for Tito.
Woohoo.
15 for Ivana.
Alright. Between the lot of y'all, it
Thane.
looks... Oh, just say again
18.
for Thane.
18.
18. Oh, Sly.
21.
Oh, okay. So then,
21s.
I was gonna ask half of y'all to look at one particular part and half to look at the other. But between all the rolls, you guys have got this all down pat. We don't need to worry about who's looking where. Everything is seen. So those of you who are trying to pay more attention to like the engine, to see if there's anybody peeking out of windows, things like that, it doesn't indeed look like, at least at the engine, there's at least a glint of somebody's face looking out and watching for anything out of place. Though there doesn't seem to be anyone else visible, like any actual people visible on the roofs. So it seems like as long as the engine passes before you jump, you should all be okay. For the rest of you who are looking out more for traps or anything like that, it looks like on each roof, there does seem to be some brief discolored iron bands. So you get the impression that there may be, I don't know, not to use Minecraft terms, but pressure plates. We all know Minecraft
Yes.
here.
Pressure plates invented by Minecraft.
Real.
Suggestion
They have
to
it for
solve
the
the
staple.
person whose head stuck out of the window. I could cast Mind Illusion on us and make it look like we're not, like nothing around us is changing.
Ooh.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna volunteer to shoot them in the head or something.
Well, I wish I was that skilled with a bow and arrow, but alas.
Hey, Thane!
I mean, I can.
No! No!
No.
I can cast Crimson Ray on my bow. I can absolutely do that.
Just snipe the conductor.
I think if someone dies the minute we step on this train, there's gonna be hell to pay. So that's just my 2 cents. Yeah.
Arc 2 of the Adventure Zone would have gone so different.
Oh my
It really wouldn't have, but still.
So it looks like
I think Brutus is...
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you guys are jumping and not caring about if you step on a trap or not, then it is a straight roll for the jump itself. If you're trying to be careful to not step on one of the pressure plates, then the roll will be at disadvantage, though you guys could possibly help each other, use various spells to get around that, etc. So like say for example Tito, you don't have to make that roll, Ivana's making it for you, but you could give the help action to Ivana.
I'm gonna do it, which means it just counts as a help. Yeah, because Ivana does want to try and be careful.
Okay, then it's a flat roll for you.
So running like leap, but because it's feather fall, I'm guessing you could just fall slower. That's basically
It's, hey, not to do it again, but Minecraft rules. It's a very slow fall. Like, slow fall.
You gotta get that mom's brain.
I mean, it's 60 feet per 6 seconds, so
Yeah.
that's not that slow.
And also, for the purposes of this, it is ish.
Yeah, slower than actually falling, which is like 350 feet per second. So
What'd you say, Chloe?
Is it a straight roll, or do I add anything to it?
It is dexterity.
Okay, great. That is my best skill.
is it just straight dexterity, or is it like an acrobatics check?
It is a saving throw.
Oh, it's a saving throw.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Wilder, you shouldn't have told me that. That's a 21 off disadvantage.
That's
for
14.
Brutus.
14! Oh, go off, Ivana.
I didn't roll well.
Petition,
I just have very
petition Sakaris to use a straight roll using his wings to help.
Using your wings, you can probably just straight up do advantage, I'll be honest. You've got fucking wings. You can lift yourself a bit to avoid you can get funky with it.
Or Karis can be helping
advantage
Thane.
because I have no modifiers.
Oh, that is a 17 for Thane with disadvantage because he's trying to be a careful boy.
Hell yeah.
19 for Karis.
Huge.
So I got on the die what Ivana got total. That's incredible.
I just rolled badly. Leave me alone.
So everyone except for Ivana, you can arrange yourselves on the roofs of the train cars here, however you would prefer, on whichever one you would prefer.
Tito's gonna jump out of the pocket.
Valid.
Ivana, you have landed on the edge. You are teetering. You could either fall off the train and try to grab the side, or you could risk stepping on one of the traps to avoid falling. It is up to you.
Can Brutus, mage hand their foot slightly to the left?
Yeah, then you would give Ivana advantage on whatever choice they make.
Fantastic.
I will give Ivana a guidance as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god. Does this mean I might get healing next session?
This isn't getting to our characters, Chloe.
Okay, hang on. I just, how rules, we're playing fast and loose with the rules, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool, I'm not gonna say anything.
Would it be
I will also
possible?
point out that Ivana specifically said that they didn't want healing from Karis.
Yeah, I don't remember saying that, but yeah, that tracks. I want healing, if one does not. Okay, it's gonna be a little fucky. Because obviously, if you drop your body, your center of gravity is smaller. Or lower. Would it be possible, if I'm literally on the edge, would it be possible to drop but then hook my dagger into the top of the train without knocking one of the tracks?
Okay, so you're looking to dangle off the edge.
I don't want to dangle. Not fully, because there's probably windows I don't want to be seen. But
Who could know?
Cast minor illusion.
I will say, you can attempt that. What with Brutus giving you the help with the mage hand, so you will have advantage for your, let's say, acrobatics.
and I have guidance as well,
Yes, guidance.
which is a D4.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so acrobatics.
Mm-hmm. I love a dramatic train scene.
22.
Okay, slay! Alright, you dig your dagger into the
Yeah, 'cause
roof.
it's that thing of like being on the edge, but then you like fully like drop like almost into a squat. Like a leg might dangle, but like not your full body.
Okay.
Thing.
You managed to pull it off. Brutus holding on to your ankle to help. So you can go ahead and put Ivana on the roof as well.
Yay.
Wow. You guys are now all crouched on the roof of this train. You had all been aiming. Had you been aiming for the middle or like the back half of the train?
Brutus was aiming for the back.
Mm-hmm.
Ayo.
Ayo. In that case, then we will say, go ahead and Brutus roll a d4.
A D4.
A d4.
I don't roll D4s or anything. That is a 2.
A 2. Awesome. Then you have landed on car number 6, we'll say.
Oh, fantastic. I think that's exactly where I wanted to be.
In which case, give me a second.
Yep, that's exactly where I fucking wanted to be.
Hell yeah. Let me go to that correct one. Okay, slay. Move your ribbon. Wow. You guys are here
Taking an
now.
arrow to the knee. Wow.
Wow. And you guys can put yourselves not on the very last car, but on the roof of that second to last one. Not there, Brutus.
I mean,
Yes, there.
I didn't.
I will reveal.
I didn't know which direction was which.
No, all good. The end of the train is the caboose to the right of you guys.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, Brutus is here-ish, probably.
Hell yeah.
Oh, do you want to move back in that? Oh no, it's working. No, it's working. Do it.
It's working. Okay, slay. Do we have a thing as well, or is somebody's token covering up thing? Oh, there we go.
So my roll 20 was being fun.
Real. Very real. So you guys are on the roof of the second to last car. What would you all like to do?
Brutus is going to move towards the caboose to have a look at both the locking mechanism between the cars and also the roof and door of said caboose, just to get an idea of like, could I get in there if I wanted to? Could I disconnect it if I wanted to? Just essentially looking at all the mechanisms he can see to see, what he can clock.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
One of the other things I'm good at. We love those.
This
I love being
this
a rogue.
one shot is a rogue's heaven. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, baby.
That is a 17. Jesus Christ.
With no spoilers, I will say this one shot is also good-ish for Thane. Much better than it could have been. But
Depending on how this goes.
yeah, with 17 for you, Brutus, glancing down, it looks like there is some kind of locking mechanism on the doors that lead into both cars as you peer down. It looks like it would be relatively easy to jump in between the cars. It doesn't look like there's any traps down there in between them. You can faintly, ever so slightly, make out the voice of somebody like humming a tune to themselves, coming from the car that you are currently on. So kind of really fucking shocking that they didn't hear you all jump onto the roof.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
I am.
Anything else about the caboose door or the roof of it? Like, is there roof access to the caboose?
No. So like the roof is on a bit of a lip. There is no access. You'd have to kind of swing yourself down into the gap to land on like a little platform.
Okay, and there's just like standard door, nothing like crazy about the lock or anything.
It looks like a magic-ish lock, but you'd have to get a closer look to see if it could still be lock-picked in a normal manner.
Then I'm going to ping all that information to Ivana, starting with there's someone at the door right underneath me. So we should maybe be quiet, and that is directly into her brain as opposed to out loud.
Yeah. If I would just like so everyone else be like, like in the primary school, just like finger on the lip, like don't speak, and then like point downwards just to say, be like, there's someone there.
Slay. And what were you saying, Quinn?
Oh, I'm gonna take this opportunity to pass my crimson right on my bow just so that I'm prepared.
Huge.
Okay,
Mainly out of
or-
curiosity, how long does Crimson Light right last? Is it just until like your next rest?
Yeah, the right effect lasts until you finish a short or long rest.
Slay. Oh, I suppose we should have said, Tito is a warlock.
Oh yeah.
Just so you guys know. Class-wise.
I have to stop
Warforged
rolling so
warlock.
high. Take 4 damage.
L.
But now I can make my bow glow, and I can also actually shoot arrows. So
You can actually use it.
Actually,
Hey, I
I'm
have a
going
sword if
to
I need it,
measure on
but-
myself as well, because it lasts for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to measure on myself.
Slay. Alrighty. Do you want to jump down, Brutus?
I was about to ask, does anyone else want to do something, or is this just going to be the Brutus show for a minute?
I was gonna say, if you want, everyone can use a rope that they have with them, and like kind of tie it around Brutus to basically act like a rope harness, so that if someone does come out the door, there's a way that we can get you back up.
That would be fucking fantastic, actually, yeah. And I think Brutus is also going decently.
Decently strong, like it's like nothing, not awful. Average 11.
Thane,
Oh
Thane
yeah,
will
that's
help.
right.
Thane will help. He actually has a modifier in strength.
I was about to say Brutus is technically stronger
I've
than
got the
Ivana.
dexterity to tie the knots.
Real?
Ivana can set up a leverage system, a pulley system.
Is Tito stronger than Ivana?
Yeah, Tito's stronger than Ivana.
No.
It's right, Ivana is stronger than Karis.
That's true, Karis is a little twink. I mean, what? A little bit.
I cannot
Um,
believe the halfling and the little homunculus warforged are stronger than the other rogue and the cleric.
It's because I'm sorry, rogues are built for dexterity, and I have that. Thank you very much. And all of my characters, I always drop strength.
Alright, so you guys...
Real quick, above the table,
Yes.
how concerned are we about Brutus being attacked?
Oh, you know, pinata.
That's just honestly, I had that
wasn't
thought.
asking you, DM.
Relatively, which is why I said to you that Ivana's going to create basically a rope harness for Brutus to be able to get in. Shibari,
Yeah, no,
you know, the fun things.
Just a bit of platonic
Okay.
BDSM, it's fine.
Yes.
We will give Brutus a cheeky little sanctuary as well, just to cover our bases.
Hell
Doesn't
yeah.
that only last like a minute?
Yeah, we go quick.
Okay. I think
Just before we
as
go down, I will give you the sanctuary so you get the 4 minutes worth if shit hits the fan.
I think Brutus is going to see Karis casting a spell and just kind of project to Ivana. Are we agreed that I'm disconnecting the caboose, or do we want to try and get inside? I want to make sure I know what I'm doing before I go down there.
Above the table, I think, because obviously, we won't really be talking much here, but above the table, I do think disconnecting the caboose is a good idea if we're trying to be, like, quick in and out.
Unless that's where the target is. But,
Well, in that case, then it slows down to a stop, and...
That's true. Like, that does give us time to, like, then go to the other end of the train and, like, set up something that'll chain react the fucking...
Yeah. So even if we do let it go, realise that he's in there, we can just... I don't know, maybe because of this AU, we can... Yeah.
Sorry,
What
DM,
is...
Are those big
What?
fuck off guns?
I
Yeah,
used the
what's
wrong.
the...
Hold on. I had used the wrong roof model for the caboose. I realized. Yes, the caboose does have guns on the back of it to defend against people following the train.
Okay, cool.
In terms of getting into the caboose, are there any gaps, even cracks of any sort?
There is the door.
Is there a hole of some form?
Oh, so you're saying you want to get into the caboose?
Just to see.
The keyhole.
I say go for it.
I don't think you're that small, bud.
Unless someone wants to softball you through a window and break the glass.
Well, you see, I have gaseous form,
Oh.
so could I
Oh.
become a gas and go through the hole and see if the prisoner's inside and
That's
say
what she
what's all
said.
this big debate?
Real?
Hey, you know what? I love this plan. Tito, you go first. It's very dangerous. You go first.
Yeah, I think I understand this right.
You could probably float through the entire train and then just get back to us with, like, where he is.
Yeah.
Where the prisoner is.
Doesn't gaseous form last like 8 hours or some
It
shit?
lasts for an hour.
An hour. Yeah. Hold on, I just want to see what's the. I had something else I could do. The talisman thing.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
that was.
that'd be one of your features and traits.
Yeah.
And then scroll down to your talisman. What was it?
Yeah. But that won't save me from like the saving throw. No.
No, that's an ability check.
Okay. So I think I am gonna do. I don't think there's anything else I can do to protect myself, so I think I'm just gonna say fuck it, become a gas.
Do you want to become a gas? You could go into the caboose, but if you want, you could go into the caboose first,
Yeah.
through the entire train,
Yeah.
and then just be like, and then come back and be like, yeah, this is what I saw.
Yeah. I just got
God.
a little scouting mission.
Things I
Yeah,
did not
I
account
think-
for. Tito.
Incredible.
So yeah, I'm gonna pipe up from Ivana's pocket and be like, I can scout out the train guys, and then poof, and then ball of gas come out from your pocket,
Real.
And I'll just have it long. I'll just go.
just blow me away.
I'll blow you away.
So how do I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest that Brutus could mage hand Tito down to the lock and then they could do it, but if Wilder's not gonna hard call us on Tito getting blown apart by the breeze.
No, I'll be nice.
Thank you. So I just press pass
Yeah.
on that.
And it just
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And right, does gaseous form, do you look like air? Like, are you invisible, or is there like a color to it, or anything of the sort?
A misty cloud.
Okay, Sly.
Yeah.
So there might be times when I have you roll stealth, but it would be at advantage.
Okay, cool.
And they wouldn't even necessarily know it was a person, they just might think that there's some kind of magic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Slay.
Slay, alright. Are you entering the caboose first?
I think yes, Because that's the question at the moment, and then I'll do the rest of the train later.
Slay. Then I'm not gonna show you the interior of every single car because that would take a really long time.
Okay.
But so inside the caboose, as you slip through and enter, it does not seem like there's any people here. It looks largely empty. There is I get to describe this very simplistically because this is Tito. Tito doesn't understand.
Yeah.
So-
Oh god. Oh, we
Tito.
can help. No intelligence.
Tito, there's a big glowing crystal,
Right.
very flashy. There's some yellow metal. It's pointing out the back of the train. It's regular person sized. Looks like it could turn.
Okay.
Quick note: can Brutus have pinged Ivana to be like, "Hey, can you do your weird telepathy thing so we can hear from Tito while they explore the train?"
Yes.
That is
So they're
a
like,
good
Tito
idea.
can narrate this back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ivana links to you telepathically.
Slow.
Because technically in gaseous form you can't talk, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but telepathically, I think that would still count.
Yeah.
Like you'd be able to talk in
Yeah.
telepathy.
You can't talk as a gas because you don't have a mouth.
yeah, but you're still
It's still
a
with
being.
the brain. So-
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. So I've linked up with. Oh, I have to leave one person out of this, and I don't know.
Is it gonna be
That's
Karis?
I'm
No,
very
it's genuinely what you can do is you can make, as long as Brutus is in there, he can then narrate to the last person who's not in it.
Yeah.
Oh, this,
So-
yeah, this is true. Oh yeah, because we just also have to.
Slow.
So,
Slow.
okay, Charlie and Quinn, you have do rock paper scissors between yourselves. Whoever wins gets Ivana's telepathy.
1, 2, 3, then do. Yeah. Charlie's out.
Wow, I definitely didn't make that happen. Yeah, so Ivana will connect to Tito, Brutus, and Thane.
Slay.
I like to
Brutus
imagine
makes
that
us-
Thane and Karis are literally both there, like rock, paper, scissors, go.
Yeah, actually doing it.
No,
Alright.
I think Ivana makes the call, and then Brutus makes a comment along the lines of, "I don't think you or Ivana want to be in each other's heads, so I'm going to narrate for them."
Hold on.
Yeah, so now, we're all linked up. I just can't find where.
Yeah. I will make you guys do actual narrating to each other and
Cool.
passing back and forth
Yeah.
information.
And
Tito,
I'm just making sure it's mechanically there.
yeah, Tito still doesn't necessarily know what things are, but can still describe things to you guys.
Cool.
So we'll just
Does
say,
that mean we can also make rolls as we go?
sure. Someone give me a flat intelligence check.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only
I
have a
think I'm
+1
next.
to int, so.
Yeah, I think I've got the next highest in after Grim.
Oh no, I'm flat int. I forgot.
17.
17. Alright, slay. I
We
mean,
also have Quinn rolls.
taking a look at the roof of the caboose, you see a similarly described yellow metal gesundheit, though you don't see any controls on the roof. So perhaps this glowing crystal on the interior of the caboose is to control these upper guns. And if there is indeed more yellow metal on the inside of the caboose, maybe there is another sort of moving, rotating gun on the inside as well. It looks like there's not any weapons within this caboose. It is mainly for defending the train itself.
Slow.
That is what you can glean from Tito's description.
You're welcome, bud.
I just like to imagine Tito saying this all in a very, very cute manner, and Thane's like, "Oh, God, hold on, what does this mean? Let me think."
Yeah. Very much like 2-year-old. What do you see? The glowing thing, and then the shiny thing that moves. What does that mean, bro?
Real.
Thane has a number of younger siblings. I feel like he's kind of like got
Nice.
the art of child talk
Oh
down.
my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, does
We
everyone
literally
in this
have the
party,
perfect crew.
Wow, does everyone in this party, apart from Karis, have a soft spot for kids?
Instantly becomes the favourite.
Charlie's face.
Why is that just the assumption we're going with?
But is Chloe wrong?
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
In this party, yes. When Grim gets back, Grim has a soft spot for a kid who is not technically a kid anymore.
But he was a kid once.
Weren't we all?
Real.
I knew something once.
But Tito, are you moving to the carriage that everyone else is standing on top of now?
Yes, so carriage number 6.
Okay.
I think I'll
So-
do the interior and then float back.
Slay. So floating inside, I do need you to make a quick stealth check at advantage.
Cool. So this one.
Quinn, I will shoot you on sight. I will put you out of your misery right now.
Would you
What
like
did
me
Quinn
to
do?
punch him for you?
No.
So that is a 10.
Oh god.
Would you like me to glare at him for you?
Lightly. So Tito, you
Yeah.
you drift through the lock to look into here,
Yeah.
and you are immediately a cloud of vapor right in the face of a guard who is standing there, double checking the locks on the door,
Slow.
and kind of pauses as he's just filled with this vape cloud of air.
Smells like candy floss.
Just smells like candy floss. I figured there was a smell.
Yeah, I could see it in your face.
He does not know what you are. That is very clear from his confusion.
Hey, it turns out someone's just vaping on the roof.
Yeah. One of his coworkers is vaping right now,
Yeah.
taking a smoke break. But he very clearly knows
One of
that
them calm
something.
emotion cigarettes.
Yeah. He very clearly knows something is wrong, and he starts to there's a table behind him, and he turns towards it, and starts to grab like a glowing crystal thing there, looking concerned.
See, the glowing crystal scares Tito. Can I see anything else in the car?
There's a lot of pottery. It seems like there's some food goods.
Yeah.
Is cargo,
Okay. So
but it's just the one guy.
okay.
That's fine.
Escargot?
Real.
Escargot? Escargot. Brain work.
Tito, get out.
Yep.
Like like Tito. If Tito's still narrating, Brutus hears this and goes, "Tito, get out."
Can I like? Oh, that would be my stealth check. Can I just like really quickly just like float to the other side and just keep going? To like the 5th carriage. I'm
Or
like,
if there's a window, could you float out of a window and then go loop back round to the first carriage and then go through the other way?
like go through from one, let engine power 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, do that.
Yeah, so if you just like float away, let him cool down for a second and realise that there's nothing there, and then like
Yeah. Are the windows?
There are
Must have been
windows.
the
I
wind.
will say, the train is moving faster
Yeah.
than you can move.
I was gonna say I can't move.
I will let you guys move like on the roof between the cars without being affected by the wind. If you, because like essentially it's a wind
Yeah.
tunnel.
But if I leave, I'll be floating away.
Yes,
Beautiful.
it will be
So-
very windy out a window.
Yeah, you know what that's. Yeah, that's fair. Fair.
Tito gets lost forever in the wind. Oh no!
God
Is
damn
there
it.
a way I
Stuck
can
in my
like,
head now.
try and act like Gas would and just very nonchalantly float towards?
Roll me performance.
I mean, they're a
With
sorcerer.
So that is a 17.
It's like, Tito, you do your best impression.
Your breath.
You do your best impression of just a regular cloud floating up, dissipating a little.
Cloud and fluffy cloud.
and he seems to pause right before fully grabbing the crystal. He's kind of still watching you suspiciously, but eventually he kind of mutters to himself, and you hear him say something along the lines of like, "Been too long without a break. I'm fucking seeing things." And he like flops down on the table and like puts his head in his hands.
I've given this guy a fucking existential crisis.
Yeah, this fucking very like exhausted retail worker energy.
Yeah. I would like
Oh
you guys to know
god, we've given.
I'm just chanting "I'm a fluffy cloud" very stressfully as I try and float to the door. And then we're all going back, "Yes, you are a fluffy cloud, you're a fluffy cloud, you can do it, you're a fluffy cloud."
Method acting. Right?
Oh yeah, I was meant to be an actor, guys.
Are you trying to float
Flunt?
to the front of this car or back the way you came?
I'm trying to keep going.
Okay, Slay. Then you keep on going. You float over pottery, various goods.
Yep.
And you can go back out the keyhole to the spot in between this car and the next one.
Beautiful. So,
Slay. The rest of you, are you staying on top of this car, or are you following Tito's progress but from the roof?
I mean, I'm thinking if Tito is telling us that there's nothing in these last two carriages, if we can get to the top of number 5 and then do what Brutus wanted to do, which was unhook it.
I mean, we have a scout at this point, so I think we let Tito do as much recon as possible, and then I can be on deck, so to speak, if they get spotted or they find what we're looking for, and then we have a distraction ready to go in caboose, just detaching from the train.
Yeah. And I hate to say let's split the party. However, let's split the party. Okay, this is my thought. Thane and Brutus stay where they are.
God.
I'm very much in mind of systematically killing people as we go.
Is Thane saying this to the party, or is this Quinn?
This is Quinn above the table. Because my main concern is that if we get to the middle of the train and we're trying to get them out, we're gonna get pincered if like anybody is alerted at all.
Yeah, which is why
And that
I'm
is gonna be
saying,
bad for us.
if Thane and Brutus stay where we are, and so basically Thane can pull Brutus back up if Brutus wants to let the caboose go. But then the rest of us can follow Tito in case anything does happen, and that way we've got a party basically at each end. That's my thought process, but I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else. Or is a good idea.
I mean, I like this plan, frankly. That way Tito's got backup on hand, but we also have a greater distraction ready to go if we need it. One problem, Brutus has a much more limited range of telepathy, and Karis is the one that's not in on us. So, Karis is gonna...
But Karis is with Ivana, so Ivana can just
explain
it verbally.
How far does yours go?
I think it's only like 30 feet.
God.
It's not very far.
Which
yeah,
is
you have the heist system. I do not.
Fair. That's about like half
30
carriage
feet.
or so.
Yeah. Yeah, only 30 feet.
Well, it's up to you guys. Completely up to you. If we just want to... I'm happy to, like, if we let Tito, I'm happy for Ivana to follow Tito, if the rest of you want to stay here.
Brutus is just gonna, like, kind of put up a hand, just like, I can handle one guy, probably. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I just need to unhook the thing, and it'll be fine. You guys can go with Tito.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could one-shot the guy, depending on his health pool.
He does look very normal to you, Tito.
Yeah.
He looks boring.
boring.
Like, I
look,
can add
Brutus is also
2d6
trying
to my
not to
bow.
kill people.
What if we just systematically just disconnect each carriage as Tito retcons it? Like like the sixth carriage, so number 6 has one guy in it. You could easily, either Brutus or Thane could kill that guy, head to where it connects to number 5 and 6, and then disconnect the 2 carriages in one go.
But also, I feel like if say you do that, but then there's a big group of people in number 5, they're going to hear the sound of the train going, and then go to investigate. So if you're there when that's happening, I feel like we should recon the carriage ahead, then disconnect, so that you know there's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. That makes more sense to me.
Recon 5, and then
Yeah,
Brutus
and then-
and I can go 6, kill
Yeah.
the guy, disconnect it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Alright,
Yes, that
Sly.
makes sense.
Then Tito, you drift into the next one. Let me go and look so I can accurately describe it. You see what is clearly meant to be. What the others understand from your description is another cargo car. There's a lot of boxes, barrels. One of the barrels is open and has some kind of bad-smelling black goo in it. There's a couple tables laid out, but there's no lanterns lit or anything. There's nobody in this carriage.
It's empty, guys.
Do you tell us about the
Black
the
goo?
smelly black goo?
Yeah. So, and everything that Wild is saying is
I mean,
how I
okay,
say it to you guys.
great. Yeah, we're setting this one on fire.
Yeah, I was about to say, can Brutus like clock what the goop is?
Yeah,
Like based on that description?
yeah.
It's just like tar or something.
Oh no,
No, my first thought was the plague.
this is an Empire train.
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay, yeah, no, that one goes on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Tito doesn't know about the plague, so I didn't tell you about the plague. But don't worry about it.
People are gonna die, guys.
You just hear Ivana very nervously being like, "Okay, Tito, stay as high to the roof and keep going."
I'm a cloud.
You're a fluffy cloud. You're a fluffy cloud. You're a fluffy cloud.
I think hearing that, Brutus is actually going to be like, actually, fuck the caboose and fuck that guy. I'm just gonna get ready to disconnect 5 from the rest of the train.
I mean, yeah, but if there's one guy there, the guy who's still alive could still potentially use the guns or get back to the Empire somehow and still have all that equipment.
He may have a radio.
Yeah. So I think
You know,
if we're gonna start disconnecting the carriages, that guy needs to die.
That's fair.
So should we climb down, my friend? And
I mean, shall we?
yeah,
Because if the carriages go and they're trying to radio to the guy and he's not responding,
well, we can
Okay.
take the.
Yeah.
If there's a radio kind of system, we can take that with us. And
Yeah.
We also don't know how involved their security system is, though. You know what, Tito? We need more information. Continue.
I go into 4.
All right, hold on.
I don't like that
Tito.
tone of voice, Wilder.
Tito, you need to make a stealth check, please. And this is at
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
What?
This is at
But
disadvantage.
Whoa, hang
you
on.
said it had advantage, so does
Whoa.
that cancels out?
This has. All right, fine. It cancels out. There is stuff in here that.
Or was it
Anyways,
stealth? 15.
woohoo! Tito, you
Yeah.
begin to creep through the lock. You don't even get all the way through. You're still kind of hiding halfway inside
Okay.
the lock. You see a few different normal-looking guards.
Yep.
Dressed in the normal uniform. There looks to be 4 in total. 2 nearby the door with you, and 2 at the furthest door. None of those 4 seem to have noticed you.
Okay.
There are, however, 2 rather large, shiny people, Tito.
yeah.
Metal shiny people.
Shiny people.
They have glowing blue eyes, and when they move, they go clank clank.
Hope that's useful to you guys.
And their eyes look very, very sharp and like they might perhaps detect magic. But they don't manage to see you because you rolled well enough.
Slay!
However, there's somebody in between them, kind of knelt on the floor, chained to the very metal floor
Yeah.
of the carriage.
Yeah.
It is a woman. She has long black hair pulled into a ponytail. She's got kind of some green scales scattered across her face. She has a glowing collar on her neck for some reason,
Slay.
and this giant metal piece over the lower half of her face.
Stunning.
And she looks annoyed.
I think I found the person we need, guys. She's in this one.
Okay. Proposed plan. Everyone get to that car. Tito comes up to us. We ferry Tito to one car forward just to see if there's anyone we need to take care of there or need to be prepared about retaliation from. And if not, we disconnect the train at that car after murdering the guy in the back, and we go.
So what? Murder the first guy near the caboose.
Yes,
And
so
then
kill
we'll
the
get to
guy
4,
in
and then
6.
we'll disconnect between 3 and 4.
Yes. Like, we make sure Tito can recon 3. You know, like, at least check
Yeah.
windows or something. Like,
Yeah.
get eyes on 3 somehow. So that if there's retaliation coming from that direction, we're prepared.
Yeah.
And then, once we have that information, Brutus and Thane can take care of the guy in the back. And then we can all move to 4, disconnect 4 from the rest of the train, and then we can take care of the prisoner and go.
Slay.
Yeah.
Do we want to
Okay, cool.
blow up the black goo, or are we just going to ignore that?
We are going to get to that, but we need to make sure the prisoner gets off the
Yeah.
train safely
I mean, we
first.
get rid of
And
Slay.
yeah, like, let's get out of the blast zone, because I don't trust this shit not to actually explode.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, slay.
It's number 3.
So, you guys are wanting to take care of the dude in 6 first, right?
Do I want to recon 3 first, or do you?
Yeah, I was going to say, while Tito's reconning, Brutus and Thane are getting ready for their say-so. Once they're good, then everyone else gets in position. Thane and Brutus take care of our guy in 6, and then join like, we're gonna come in from the back of 4, essentially, from between 5 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone else is gonna be coming from behind the Warforged, from the space between 4 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Tito, if you're sneaking into 3 to get a quick look, we'll do that first.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me stealth advantage.
We love advantage.
Real.
Not the exact same.
I keep losing it. What's his death? 2. 10.
10. Oof. Tito, you drift through this carriage. Most of the people don't seem to notice you. You go right above the shiny guys, and they don't look up, thankfully.
Nice.
The woman does seem to notice you, and her eyes, Tito, you know happiness. Her eyes sure look like she's smiling. Isn't that lovely?
Yay.
But you drift through that lock and into the next of car number 3.
Yes.
And there's 2 people. There's a lot of benches in this one, a lot of benches set up.
Yeah.
Tito, I have no idea if you've been on a train before, but from your description to everyone else, it sounds like a normal passenger car.
Nice.
However, there are no passengers. There are 2 guards.
Are they
That-
the 2 people?
Yes, they are the 2 people. They seem to be guarding each door, and they look much like the others, very, very normal soldiers.
Normal, like the guy in 6?
Yes.
Slay.
Boring.
Boring.
Unnamed NPCs.
Yay!
Tito can canonically recognize when someone is an unnamed NPC.
Hey guys, we've got some NPCs in this car.
Add that to your character sheet so Wilder can't argue.
I recognize NPCs.
All right, cool. Shall
there
we,
anything else?
Thane? Shall we kill a guy?
All right.
Let's
Then
kill a guy.
the rest of you.
Awesome.
I would ask you to move your tokens to the edge where you're going to be jumping down from.
Could I really quickly ask? Do
Yes.
2 people in 3 have any weapons on them?
Let me go
Anything
look.
shiny?
In Tito's brain, can I see anything shiny on them?
They got sticks with a shiny end.
Beautiful. They've got weapons, guys.
All right. Ivana, you need to move because I need to take.
No, I know. I'm just my roll
Oh.
quality glitched out, so I'm just reloading.
Valid.
Reloading the page.
I'm going to move Tito
Thank you.
just because Tito isn't currently here right now.
Tito is not with us right now.
I need to take off the roof layer.
I forgot I had that. Mate, hello. Hello.
Do you want me to move you?
I'm guessing this is the between 3 and 4 this side.
The side where you and Karis are is the one between 5 and 6. You guys are about to go into 6 to kill the one guy. So.
Oh yeah, because just Thane and Brutus are doing that. Yeah,
Yes.
we're not moving.
How am I gonna do this? No? How do I do this? There we go. Alright. So I will say you guys are still technically on the roof, but I am now removing the roof so you guys can see inside as you begin to climb down. There is one
Nice.
dude. He seems to still be face down at the table, kind of bemoaning his life. I will not make you guys roll to climb down as long as you guys are helping each other to do so.
I believe
yes.
me and Karis and Tito. Well, me, Karis / Tito are staying on the roof. We're not moving.
Okay, so you guys stay on the roof. Alright, Slay.
As far as I'm aware,
Yeah.
because we're
So-
going to 3
Brutus
and 4.
and Thane going down.
My bad.
Yeah,
Alright.
they have further to go than. So.
Alright,
Yeah, Tito is back in Ivana's pocket.
real. Then, Thane and Brutus, I would like a stealth check from each of you as you are at the door. And this
That
will
is a
count.
natural 20.
Jesus Christ.
Let's fucking go!
Nice.
That's a 27, I think.
Jesus.
That is
Yeah, I got a
24
27.
for me because I also rolled on that 20.
What?
Glad you
Save
guys
it for the
got
next
spell.
courage!
Brutus and Thane just really want to murder this one guy. All right. Brutus, there is a lock that probably needs to be picked unless you guys want to blast it off its hinges.
Nope, I will happily. Oh my fucking Christ.
Did you get another nat 20?
That's a 30.
Oh my god.
I rolled another nat 20.
What are you feeding your dice?
Look, my dice are going, okay, thank God the chaotic neutral energy kicking in. And you're playing a rogue. We have to lean into the idiom here.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I would like it noted, it's also going with all my really high modifiers. I cannot wait till I roll like a flat roll and I get a 4.
Oh boy. Well, you unlock the door with 0 issue. You and Thane have pretty much a straight shot of this guy who's resting at the table.
Still having an existential crisis.
Yeah, thinking about quitting. You know how it be.
I would
Brutus
like
is
to
going-
shoot him, please.
No. Brutus is going to put a finger up and just, yeah, and then point at himself and then like project to Thane. Me first, then you. And he's going to draw his short sword and he's going to sneak attack this motherfucker.
Real. We do love a
Because-
sneak attack.
We do love sneak attack and I don't get to use it very often. So I'm going to go from here.
All right, Slay.
Which means
I'll let you
I
go
have-
ahead and both of you can roll to hit.
Okay.
I had advantage because he doesn't know we're there.
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. That's hilarious. I got a 10 on the die, but that's an 18 because I'm insane.
Jesus.
Mine's a kinky 20.
My God.
They both sure hit.
Hang on. I just want to... Hang on. 3d6... 46 plus 5? 46 plus 5.
Jesus.
2, 3, 4. Roll. Oh my god, I rolled 36. 26 points of damage.
All right, and what damage did you get, Thane?
14. 10 points of piercing and 4 points of cold.
Well, I'll certainly say he's dead.
Oh God. Poor guy
There's-
did a job.
Yeah, there's not much left. You guys blasted a hole in the fucking table. There's a pile of ash.
This guy's like a standard town guard. He's got like maybe 15 hit points. You just hit him for 40.
Yeah. This guy, you know, he was thinking about quitting, so you guys sure made sure he quit.
We killed him so hard his family forgot he existed.
All right, well, that is... I'm gonna mark off number 6 as cleared. Slay.
Not no more.
Real. And Avon and Karis, you guys have been going to car number 5, right?
Car number 4.
Okay. I will need you guys to roll acrobatics as you traverse the roof of 5.
Wait, Tito's in my pocket, so Tito doesn't need to roll.
Slay.
Do I get advantage?
If Tito helps you.
Yes, always. I'm gonna use a Tito. Oh, yeah. I said that 20 on my die! That's a nat 20! Yay!
Nice.
So
Am
20.
I allowed to use my wings to help at all?
Yes. So you can also have an advantage.
We love a good Tito, guys.
Oh my
I rolled
god.
a 3 and a 4.
Oh, oh, my sweet,
Charlie.
sweet baby boy.
Charlie.
Or a 4 total.
The sleigh.
Uh,
Alright.
I got in that 24, 27.
Ivana,
For the record, Kaz, yes, Charlie does always this.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Quinn always rolls great, and Charlie sadly always rolls bad. It's alright. I'm so sorry, King.
Yep, Charlie and I are polar opposites.
Mhm.
That's so funny.
He's cursed, I'm blessed.
Do what you need to do, King.
Ivana, you're creeping along. You're doing great. You're doing a funky little step dance around the pressure plates. It's zero problem for you. Until you hear, like, very cinematically, a click sound and look back to see Karis in that classic pose of, I'm frozen because I've just stepped on a landmine.
And what cart is that on? Is that on number 5?
Yes, this says as you were crossing over 5. Karis, as you accidentally step on this one particular spot, nothing instantly occurs, so I will let you have essentially one turn to decide what to do.
Looking through my spells to see if there's anything there that might help.
Wait, we're doing Blades in the Dark. This is where Karis pulls out his immovable rod, pushes down the pressure plate, turns on the rod, and runs.
That requires Karis to have an immovable rod.
That's why it's the Blades in the Dark joke.
See, I've never played Blades in the Dark, so...
We would roll for a flashback to see where Karis got this from, is the joke.
Mhm.
Oh, fair enough.
Can I turn back and help Karis?
Depends what Karis decides to do.
Fair. Very fair.
I'm not sure there's much Karis can do.
Well, would you like to stay still, or would you like to move?
I'd Yes.
Real?
Which will cause me the least pain, DM?
Roll insight on your DM.
I was about to say you
Jokes
should.
on you,
see-
I have insane insight.
I was about to
16.
say Ivana could clock to see if this looks like an alarm or trap.
Inciting your DM, this looks like an alarm system.
Okay.
So it could be that it's already alarmed just from having pressed down on it. Or it could be movement. Because, you never know when something accidentally truly does fall on the roof.
I've got a funny idea.
What's your funny idea?
Leave Karis there.
So, no. So, you know the guy we just killed who may or may not have a radio on him? Are we in a tunnel or are we outside?
You're outside.
I mean, Brutus or Thane could just radio in and be like, hey boss, we've got a big flock of birds coming in. What do you want us to do if anything gets tripped?
Is Brutus aware of what's going on, though?
You all are still
We are telepathically connected.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Brutus
if I
is
will let you guys
looking
know
in the
what's
back door. I don't know what you're doing.
I mean, Ivana, if that's what you want to say to Thane or Brutus real quick, you certainly can.
I was muted. My first question would have been to Connor. What is Brutus's charisma score?
0. He has a
Oh, this is
plus
gonna
0.
be fun. Because so's mine.
Go ahead, guys. Pick up the magic crystal radio. It'll go great.
In
You don't
the
have to. That was more of a
meantime,
just silly thing that went through my head. You do not have to do that.
Do it. I dare you.
Look, no. Look, the funny thing that I thought you were gonna say was Thane can try and drag the body onto the roof and leave it on the pressure plate.
Wait!
whilst they're deciding what's going on, Karis is going to cast Sanctuary on himself, stand still, and signal to Ivana to keep going.
Real?
Honestly, I love this plan.
Going along with the bird,
I'm all about this fucking plan.
Could I minor illusion a flock of birds flying by?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You could just do that if you wanted to a couple of times.
I minor illusion a flock of birds flying by.
Yeah? Tito, what kind of birds?
Big birds.
Big
Like
birds.
ravens or something.
Just
Eagles.
a bunch of albatross.
Yeah.
A bunch of pelicans.
Whatever big birds,
Ostriches.
what's the
Not unique to the area. Nature.
residents of the area? We'll go with that.
Residents.
Tito, I want you to tell me honestly. Are you thinking about birds that are native to this area, or are you thinking about the circus?
Also, let's be clear, this is a one-shot. It's technically canon, but it also doesn't have to go well for us.
Yeah, it's fine. Be
Just
goofy.
thinking of
I'm just thinking of like trapeze like flying through the air.
I was thinking of flamingos.
because Tito technically was never in a circus.
This is
He's
true.
never been in a circus.
Mhm.
No, he has been in a toy shop.
This is true. Are they a bunch of like parrots?
Yeah. So whatever, like in your imagination,
Mm-hmm.
whatever birds you'd find toys of in like. Have you seen oh, what's his name? There's a film that's like someone's Marvelous Emporium, Mr. Megorium's Marvelous Emporium. That sort of toy shop.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mm.
Think of that and think of all the different birds.
Yeah, it's sure a collection of birds that flies past.
Yeah.
There's a very comical moment of everyone pausing and kind of looking to stare at the birds. They're sure moving in a very toy-like way. The joints kind of moving a bit falteringly. They're Tito birds,
Yay!
but from a quick glance from a fast-moving train, most people would probably be like, yeah, birds.
Slay.
Slay.
Stay.
There is that cover story now.
Yeah.
Karis, do you want to step off, or are you still staying still?
I'm still gonna stay still.
Karis doesn't have faith in the toy birds.
Oh my god.
It's more so if they see the birds flying past, they might think that one of them got stuck on the pressure plate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ivana's going to go over to Karis. And using that 20, would it be okay to just go backwards to where Karis is?
Yeah, totally.
Without having to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Slay. And like very quietly, because like this is a windy train and everything, so you don't want to make noise, but also there is noise happening.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to very gently and quietly whisper to Karis, saying, "Are you okay? Do you have a plan? Or can
I'll come up with a plan.
Because I can ask Brutus and Thane to drag their body up here. We could tie him to this plate." And Ivana was absolutely saying this as their idea when Brutus did already say it in the back of their head.
What you doing? It's hot.
It's all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is the computers.
I'm sat here like this.
That might be sensible.
If you want to open up the Slay, Athane, and Brutus, are you guys dragging a body along? I will say, Brutus, when you stick your head at the caboose window, looks like Tito described.
Okay, so nothing specific, it's just weapon systems in case someone tries to hunt down the train.
Hold on just a second, guys.
I hear cats.
You guys continue what you're doing. No, don't face that way. Alright. Hold on, I'm gonna share a brief picture. So for context, it's gotten very, very hot in the boat. So we've just opened up the door so there's airflow. And I look over the top of my screen to see. And you can kind of tell shirts are being pulled up. You do as you
Air out
need
the
to.
titties!
I'm also gonna send this to Gangster Grannies.
Yes, please do.
This angle does make it look like an actual house and not a boat. That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Air out your tits! Thunk. So, Bruce is gonna look at Thane, just like, look at Thane, look at the body, look back at Thane. Do we really want to drag this fucking thing?
Do we have a choice?
Actually, thought. What train car are they on right now? They're on the one that had,
5.
yeah, that was the empty one with all the goo in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brutus is gonna run over to car 5 really quick, like into the actual car and have a look at the roof from the inside,
Ooh.
or at the ceiling rather.
So you're running inside of the car to look at the ceiling.
Yeah, like he's gonna do his standard checks of like, are blocks, are there traps? You know, like this is a military train, so they're probably fine, but also, you know, worth checking.
Slay. Then
But yeah, like he's gonna take a look at the ceiling from the inside of the car to see if there's like an indicator or something along those lines of like, is it for just inside the car or is this a full system?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Investigation.
Am I able to help by telepathically saying
Fuck.
what I see, like underneath Karis's feet? Being
That is a
like, I see
25?
this arrow- Oh, there we go.
So nice.
Don't even need it.
Brutus.
That was a 19. What's happening today?
Brutus running inside, trying to ignore the barrel of familiar goo and whatnot. Glancing up at the ceiling, there is a faintly blinking arcane rune about where you've determined Karis must be standing. And I'll say, with that check to try and understand what's going on here, taking a closer look at, like, I don't know, the rune work, the mechanics. This is an artificer's work, and it is set that once pressure has been put, it is now primed, and once pressure is released, then an alarm will happen.
Okay, cool. Can I tell if it's localized or if this is going to be train-wide?
It's train-wide. You can tell.
Okay, cool.
Essentially, you can tell from like the sigils and work and stuff that this will send like an alarm directly to whoever set this. And you guys were told ahead of time that there's like an arcane conductor of the train.
Oh boy.
Just throwing it out there, if for whatever reason that arcane conductor needs to die, Ivana is proficient in land vehicles. I don't know if that counts as trains, but we can try.
It is very definitively a land vehicle.
It is.
So,
yeah.
like, rules as written, Ivana is proficient in trains. I think Brutus is going to essentially relay just, okay, so, good news, we're not blown yet. Bad news, if we want to stay that way, Karis, you're kind of off the board for right now, unless someone has dispelling magic, maybe? And I'm not even sure that that'll actually stop the alarm.
Yeah, dispelling magic would certainly help.
I'll just save you because I'm ready
I think dispel magic
Spell
is...
magic?
Yeah. I think it's probably a higher level, actually. Because I think that's a...
No, dispel magic.
Oh, no, it's third level.
Yeah. I think Grim
third
has
level.
dispel magic, but...
Yeah, Grim does. Would be useful. Nor... Bastard.
Do you want to call real quick? Hey, no, do you want to join call?
They're only
Grim would
just
be
leaving.
fucking insufferable this entire
I mean,
time.
I can absolutely, like, try and, what's the word I'm looking for? There are words
Disrupt?
I'm trying to look for. Tie this guy to me and climb back up and bring the dead body over, like...
Yeah.
Like, what do we think is the, like, I guess I'll shoot back to Ivana and just be like, okay, can we figure out how much, like, pressure needs to be on the plate?
Actually, I think that's going to be Brutus's next move. Everyone else is, like, talking this out. He's going to go up there and actually take a physical look at the pressure plate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it seems like it's not entirely magical. There are also mechanical as well.
Yes. What were you saying, Charlie?
So,
Not to retcon or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but Dispel Magic does happen to be a cleric spell.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have let me swap it out during the prep stages for one of my current spells?
I shall allow it, since you had been told ahead of time, like, you were going on a magic train and all these things. If you think Karis would have thought of it, I'm totally fine with that.
Alice, I think, would have thought of it. Charlie did not.
I mean,
also has been at work all day.
Yeah, and I only told you this as we started playing, so...
That's why we're doing a bit of the Blades in the Dark style.
Yeah. Flashback to
they're
add
not
something in.
retcons, they're mechanics.
Who wants a baby?
In
The
that
baby!
case, I will attempt to cast Dispel Magic at third level.
Yeah, Quinn put on their camera. Quinn has a very cute cat named Tabitha.
Charlie is casting Dispel Magic at third level.
Hell yeah. Then, yeah, Karis, you bend down, you place your hand on the metal by your ankle. And Brutus, from the inside of the train, you watch as the rune goes dark once more.
Alright, cool, we're clear. moving on.
There's a point where like Thane has like his short sword out and is ready to like butcher off a part of this dead guy, but like when we see the things like gone, he's like, yeah, okay, let's carry on. It's a baby Limbo.
She didn't know why either.
Real.
You hissed at me for waking her up.
I mean, it was very rude that you woke her up.
This baby is very stinky. She's so stinky right now.
Lumi's just had a little bath, so she's okay.
Not a bath.
Not a bath.
A dry bath.
A dry bath.
Alright, Karis, you're free of the trap. You guys are good to finish crossing 5. So I'm gonna mark carriage 5 as cleared.
Cool.
And carriage 4 is the one with the people and presumably the prisoner in question inside.
The question is, do we want to... We're disconnecting between 3 and 4. Do we want to disconnect between 4 and 5 as well?
Wait, are you guys disconnecting between 3 and 4?
I think.
Yeah,
Just-
we're gonna disconnect
we're-
the one with the
the-
prisoner in.
Okay.
Yeah, the one with the prisoner is going to be the front of what gets lopped off the back end of the train.
But there are 2 people in 3.
No, between 3 and 4. 4 is where the prisoner is.
Yeah. But there are
There's 2 guys in 3.
Mm.
Okay. I mean, do we want to kill the guards in 3? Like, shouldn't be too difficult. Thane and I evaporated one of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if we're going to kill in 3, we might as well kill everywhere. Because what's to say 2 doesn't hear a commotion in 3 and come to investigate?
There are 5 of us, and 2 of them, we can kill them quickly enough that it's not a problem.
I mean, I think we're probably pretty safe just to decouple the thing.
Are you killing and freeing the prisoner first, or are you just decoupling?
Oh, we're just decoupling so that nobody else.
Yeah, I think it's decouple and then rush the compartment.
Slay.
So, like, Brutus and Thane will come from the back, so that I get my sneak attack and Thane can lead into the archery. And then that way they're charging at the one with the highest armor class, namely Karis, and Ivana and Tito, who are also, like, spellcasters. So.
Real?
You said that in the caboose there was like something lit up when Kara stood on the rune.
No.
In 5.
In car 5.
Okay.
Like a magic rune on the ceiling, under where Karis was standing. A rune had lit up.
You said underwear.
Real. Are you guys on the roof of 4 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, let me move us to train middle. Let me get rid of the dark because there's roofs. Reveal. This one right in the middle. This one right here is car 4.
Slay.
So arrange yourselves wherever you would so like. So who's entering from the front of this car and who's entering from the back?
Front.
Sleigh. Okay.
Ivana.
All right.
I think Brutus is going and decoupling, right?
Ivana, do you feel confident in being able to decouple the train?
It'll be like locks. Depends if it'll be thieves' tools or locksmith tools.
You'd have to take a closer look.
Can I lean over like the carriage and
Mhm.
like see how I look at the mechanism so I can work out what tools are needed?
Roll investigation.
Mm. Investigation. 16.
Real.
Do you want advantage? I'm in your pocket.
You want to help me look? Yeah.
Tito's keeping
Tito
their
is
eyes
Ivana's
open.
familiar.
Literally. So 15.
So that is a 17.
A slay. So taking a look down, while there is definitely a mechanical component to it, Ivana, this is magic based. It is hooked together via magic. And you have magic now. So you kind of take a moment to tap into that, try to like, I don't know, track the magic runes and stuff. It is one solid, undisturbed line of magic down the train.
Slay.
And you get the feeling, it gives you very much the vibe of someone laying a line of magic directly to themselves. And they can tell if it's
Hey,
disturbed.
so guys, we need to kill the conductor.
It's almost like Wilder didn't want to build a boss and fight it.
What? What do you mean? That's crazy. Excuse me.
Yes, I'll say, issue with trying to detrain. What's the word? I don't know what the word is. Decouple the train. This line of magic goes directly. I mean, my guess is to the conductor. Would we respect that could be Ivana's thought process as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm just trying not to metagame. So this line of magic that's going through the train, I believe goes directly to the conductor, and we can't get rid of it. We can't get rid of it without taking care of the conductor first.
Do you want me to go and look through the rest of the train carriages?
I was gonna think about maybe just having a look at the power source. Because if we can short circuit that, we might be able to take out the engine without having to fight whoever's in it.
This is true, but then we still have the matter of the conductor, who is obviously very magically adept, for lack of a better
Yeah,
word.
but the conductor will either be in the engine or in the power room. So if we can blow that up, then we will either kill or seriously injure them. And we can go from there.
Bruce
we
is
really
struck
want to
with
blow
that.
something up.
Real. I support Brutus and their dynamite tendencies. So you guys have scouted up to and including car 3. Tito, you had mentioned maybe going further. Did you want to continue and maybe scout out number 2?
I think if there's no other options, then I will, because that would use up my only other spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to jump for them.
Well, no, because your gaseous form, you can just switch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So then,
You can just do it.
Yeah, it's within an hour. I'm not gonna be like, it's been 55 minutes.
So then, I would. If people want me to scout out for further ahead,
I don't think there's any harm in scouting out further ahead.
Slay.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power, let's go.
Really? Then Tito, I will ask you to roll a quick stealth check.
With advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
50.
Slay. Then much like
Oh wait, I didn't add. What was it? Stealth.
yeah.
17.
Slay. Then much like with car number 3, car number 2 seems to be an empty passenger car aside from 2 guards at the front door and at the back door. Are you continuing to car number 1?
Yes.
Slay.
I don't like that tone of voice.
Shockingly, I need a stealth check, flat though.
Oh god. Don't fail me now. That is a 15 flat.
Slay.
Add to your.
Oh yeah. By flat I mean not
Not
advantage.
advantage, not disadvantage.
So, 17.
17. Slay. Tito, you start to go through the lock, and then before you get all the way through, you realize that guarding the door is another one of those shiny guys who gave off the vibe that they could see magic. But because you noticed him before he noticed you, you're able to, shimmy up to the roof before he notices you.
Nice.
This car is very nice looking. The floor looks soft and fuzzy. There's like shiny gold on the walls.
Hey guys, this is the first class car.
Yeah, you faintly hear people talking, and as you start to drift along the car, you see a bunch of like small rooms.
Do I know how many people are talking?
Roll perception.
Well, 4.
It's more than 4.
Nice. Nice.
They all sound like adults, Tito. So frankly,
Nice.
kind of boring to bitch.
Yeah, I don't care that much.
And at the far end of this car, there is another one of those shiny guys.
Cool, so there's a shiny car on each door.
Yes. Would you like to go into the power car?
Yeah.
All right, no stealth roll needed. You float in, and you see a variety of contraptions and metal and wires, and you don't understand a lot of it, but you do understand 3 shining crystals that look magic. That's for sure.
Yeah.
They look complicated.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. And would you continue to the engine or leave it here?
I mean, yeah, why not? There's one more.
Slay.
Yeah.
Who is very magical.
It's all right. Tito's so good at
But
this.
this is Tito. Tito's so great at this. He's like, there's only one more.
Ivana will still warn you just to be like, maybe as if it can classify as a help action. But we'll just be like, Tito, if you.
Are there windows on the doors?
We'll say yes to the engine.
Can I observe what's inside the carriage?
Yeah, roll perception.
So,
Yeah?
that's a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Not on that one though.
There's a lot of more complicated machine and magic in there. There's sure a guy in there that seems to be working on it, but it's a lot of light.
Yeah.
It's metal.
Yeah. But Tito's tired, guys. He's been floating for a long time. That's my excuse.
It's really hard to focus on being a cloud at this point.
Yeah.
Fluffy cloud, but I just want to be back in that pocket.
Yeah. So, there's only the one guy.
Seems like it from that roll.
Yay. Slay. Yeah, I return back to Ivana's pocket.
Slay.
Yeah,
I could just imagine that you pop up and you just start zooming and then just catch.
it's like Maud from Treasure Planet.
I've not seen Treasure Planet.
How have you not seen Treasure Planet?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, to the rest of you, I discovered yesterday that Chloe hasn't seen How to Train Your Dragon.
What?
What?
They're gonna get a movication because I'm gonna sit them down and we're gonna watch all the movies.
Treasure Planet and How to Train Your Dragon? Fuck, y'all.
Basically, Morph is like this pink blob that floats through the air.
And shapeshifts.
And
He's really
shapeshifts.
cool.
Yeah,
We love Morph.
We love Morph.
Mhm.
But that's how I float back to Ivana's pocket. Yes.
Real. Alright, you guys are back standing on the roof of 4. What's the plan, gang?
I mean, do we want to go kill the one guy in the generator room and go from there?
That's what that's what Ivana really wants to do. Doesn't mean so I can start
I'm
driving
fine
a
with that.
train. Absolutely not. Don't read into it.
Slow.
These
Yeah.
trans metaphors are really getting weird, y'all.
Alright, if you guys want to go straight to the conductor, you can. Just traveling on the roof, you will have to, every single car, make checks to avoid the traps.
Fair.
I think that's better than traveling through all the shiny.
If-
anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want, would it be risky to say Ivana just does it by himself?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just thinking about
Although
stepping
I
over
guess-
the entire roof
With advantage from Tito.
with advantage from Tito.
Yeah, but we're also got to consider that this person is quite powerfully magical. And like it's not like with just like 2 random guards that we had. We're like, there were poor saps who were rethinking their job choices. This is somebody with quite advanced magical power, so there's that to consider.
Okay, actually, a thought occurs to me.
There we go.
Dangerous.
Thanks. I have the word again. The deficit is deficiting. So we saw the generator, but we didn't see the engine. Correct?
Tito had looked through the window into the engine, which is where he saw the
Okay.
person.
Okay, cool. So my thinking, which is obviously dangerous, is potentially we do a little bit of sabotage on the generators, perhaps. We have a number of arcanely knowledgeable folks here. We can do a little bit of tinkering to draw him out into a trap that we can then set between probably myself and Ivana at the door to get those sweet sneak attacks.
Side of him, rather than
Yep.
it just being.
And then we have advantage on the rolls, which automatically sneak attack on every single attack. Karis and Thane will then be in position to, level him with whatever spellcraft and a hail of arrows probably that they can level at him. Like, I feel like if we can draw him out a pre-prepared area a little bit, then we can make this go real quick.
Yeah. So you're saying we travel over the roof now to the power carriage.
Yes.
Set
Do a little bit of sabotage.
Do a little bit of sabotage. Draw him out from the engine room.
Yes.
Slay. All
And
right.
then that gives us access to the engine and also, his head on a spike, hopefully.
Mhm.
I am down to do that if everyone else is.
To be devil's advocate,
What could possibly go wrong, aside from everything?
there's a shiny guy at the door next to the power thing. That's my only
In
concern.
carriage 1 or in the power?
In carriage 1.
Okay.
That's my only concern, is that if he looks out the door, if he hears a noise and looks out the door.
Could you mind? You can't minor illusion. I was gonna say, could you minor illusion
I've
like
got prestidigitation. I don't know if I can.
Prestidigitation?
I can't speak.
prestidigitation?
Yeah, that one.
It's out of love, I swear.
Can I make it so they can't hear the sounds coming from the like, if this happens and I want to cast it, could I make it so that the shiny guy can't hear the sound and can't see?
I think you need silence for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silence would definitely have to
With
be.
minor illusion, could you maybe make it look like that? If he was to look out the window, that there's like basically like a, not like a mirror, but like a metaphorical mirror that if he looks, it just looks like the normal train.
Yeah, like looping security footage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
If it comes to it.
Yeah, I think that's fun.
So, cool. Covered our tracks.
All right.
So maybe those of us that can be like stealthy.
Is it-
Bless you.
Thank you.
Maybe those of us who can be quieter / stealthier should be where it links up with carriage 1, just in case, like just so we have a higher chance of being able to get in without being seen.
Yeah.
Love this. Love this
All
plan.
right. Then, as
This is where I
you
get my
guys,
nat one, y'all.
as you guys get ready to start traveling along the roof to go with this plan, let's take a short break so people can do bathroom and whatnot.
Slay.
Slay.
Yep.
Love this plan.
Let's meet back up at 45.
Slay.
Alright, I'll be
BRB.
back in probably 5 minutes.
BRB.
BRP indeed.
BRB.
Oh my gosh, it is hot.
Oh, be good? Yeah.
Yes, having fun?
Yeah. Yeah.
Slay.
Do you like a cloud?
It's my turn.
You have to lift the boobs up as well, my love. That's what I did. I just had my bra on. Yeah, you don't have like the huge crease like we do.
I have the teeny tiny.
Teeny tiny.
You gotta lift the boob, you gotta go like that.
Yeah, you just gotta lift the boobs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Time to take a cold shower later.
Oh.
You taking a cold shower?
Real. I know, shocking, right? Because you're staying over tonight too, or? I'm trying to remember. What's that?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm going to work in the morning with you.
Real.
Yeah. And you're like, you're coming with me.
Yes. That's okay.
Yar.
Yar.
Yar. It's going good.
You're hungry.
Hungry,
We can probably cook the salmon,
We've got 15 minutes. We could definitely do
Yeah.
salmon and everything.
or at least start cooking them.
Yeah. Then
Even
I can
if-
put a pass around as well.
Yeah,
And I've done it a few times where I've cooked and I'm still playing D&D as well.
yeah. It's mainly me that needs to stay by the mic
Yeah.
to ask people for
That
things.
is not the pattern I wanted. Not the walk.
The walk.
Actually, I have to buy
Those are dead. Those are dead.
Thank you.
Guys, do you like paneer?
Hello?
Paneer? Need cheese? Little cheese cubes?
Shoe move.
Fair.
Oh yeah, cheese.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for cheese.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure if paneer was. Is paneer go? Remember if it's goat or
Oh, Cass, don't worry about that right now, honey.
I'm washing up.
what?
Leave the washing up.
You cook, I wash.
I'm going to do rice.
Sure. I think there's a. Is there a 3-minute rice left? There's in the white bag. I can't remember who was the last one or.
I think it was the last one.
Oh. Then there's lots of rice in the little bags. Yeah.
I'll just do 2 crisps. That'll be enough, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Because 2 packets are split between 4 people, so that should be okay.
Nice.
It might take the rice longer to cook than the fish, but
That's fine.
who gives a shit?
You give shit.
Who gives shit?
And a nice one.
I'm wondering if Nor will have energy to join us, but I'm guessing not after working like what 2 or 3 hours extra.
That's crazy.
'Cause normally Nor gets out at like 4 p.m. our time
Yeah.
and was working now until nearly 6:30. Jesus Christ. Not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is insane.
Yeah. And on their first day after being promoted too.
I can't wait for mine to just love them.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Wow. Nora, if you're listening to the recording, we love you. I'm sorry, my guy. Is the recording still going? We record our sessions. So if people miss or if people are like, wait, what happened? They can go back and listen.
That's very helpful.
Yes. It's also extremely helpful for me.
Yeah.
When I'm like,
I
hey,
have returned. Can anyone?
I'll
Hello.
normally go back and
Hello.
listen to a session a couple
So
days after.
Tito vastly amuses me, but for very different reasons.
I seasoned the
Okay.
fish with layers.
Because I also once played
Oh, you seasoned
a
it.
warforged warlock that was a doll.
Delightful.
But mine was more trauma than innocence, so
This is definitely more lighthearted than any character probably ever made.
Snaff is super lighthearted.
You prefer me.
Just one Christmas.
You said yes once tonight?
Snaff is a
No,
sweetie
just
boy.
like Christmas.
But that's mostly because he doesn't know what he's like. His trauma is not quite. He's not aware of his own trauma. I guess is probably the better way to phrase it.
Ah, this is fair. Which, frankly, is traumatizing in and of
Yeah, she
itself.
wasn't happy. I've got two claws. So, and then she got mad.
Now I've got the better question of where the fuck do I put my coffee? Good exchange. I'll give you that can. Thank you. And I'll take the coffee. Thank you.
Yeah. I normally do. Are you happy for me to do a bit of salt and pepper and then a couple of mixed herbs?
I just, for mine, can you just do salt and pepper on both sides?
Just salt and pepper on both sides? Yeah, of course. What would you prefer, Cass?
I'm happy with all of the above, but just nothing too strong.
Alright, fine.
No.
Yeah, she's going to use a bit of mixed herbs.
Yeah.
A little mixed herbs.
Yeah,
just
Normally, I'm someone who loves spices, but I just like the taste of salmon so much. Just classic salmon.
Nice. Yeah, you can do like a little screech.
Yeah.
And if I want it,
And I guess you just want one piece of salmon, so they're quite. I won't put the salmon on yet, because I feel like the rice. The rice will take about 20 minutes, I think.
yeah.
Sorry to get.
Let's make it typical for me to follow it.
That is a good point. Actually, feel free to wait with mine, so that I'm eating with you guys. I will cook potato waffle.
I'm absolutely happy to cook the salmon, my life. I just wanted to double check with you first.
Well, wait to cook with everyone else. Because I'm feeling feral, so I'll probably still be hungry after salmon and rice. So it'll be good for me to have the potato waffles. The potato waffle.
Cass, would you like a potato waffle?
Not right now, I'll be alright. Maybe
Yeah.
later. Thank you.
Potato waffle. Rain, shit, and fuck.
Yeah. The eye is too small.
That's what she said? Question mark?
Yeah.
Literally.
The hole's too small, it won't go in.
No!
That's what he said.
Success.
Great success.
Great success. I didn't
mean-
get a degree for nothing.
If you're here tonight, after D&D, if we have energy, we could always play a board game. But if we don't have the brain power for a board game, we could just watch How to Train a Dragon. We could watch the first one.
Yes. I'm so down for that.
Slay.
I also have my Switch with me, which has Pico Park 1 and 2 on it.
Has what on it?
Pico Park?
Oh,
That game.
this is true. This is true.
Oh, I need to charge my brain pepper.
Real.
Oh, yeah, do that.
I'm going to take it out of your iPad if that's right.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Okay. Are you going, Phil?
You guys have managed to avoid all of my combat. I need to pummel you guys. That one in front of you. Yes. Give it a sec, yeah.
Slay. What can I say? Tito!
Gaseous form.
Tito moment! I saw that spell and I was like,
It's very funny. We've got 2 rogues, and Tito is sometimes a little gassy rogue.
Tito is just goated, what can I say?
Real.
You took away the 50 billion spells I had and I found the one that would destroy your prey.
Yeah. And it's funny because like the automatons, the shiny guys, they can see magic. So technically, if they notice Tito, they would know right away it's magic. It's a person, but they're not seeing him. The ducklings.
We just have fun.
There's 7 ducklings that live on this area of the water, and they come by a couple times a day. Baby. They're very baby. No children. Do I have anything I can give to you? Give you bread. That's not good for you. Sorry, I don't think I have goodies I can give you. Let's see. Any goodies? Celery. No, you don't like celery. Clean it up. Please. Let me feed you.
Have you ever hit out the heat before the fire comes on the road? It's like, fuck off.
Get one of those like citronella candles.
Oh, the duck.
Yeah, that
You
sounds
can
like.
find sesame seeds.
We have sesame
We've got
seeds.
sesame seeds. We can sprinkle some sesame seeds.
You should get one of those citronella candles. That's what we use for last time.
I won't cook them much.
Give them a little sprinkle. They're dark. Give them
I wonder if it'll go far enough.
ducklings.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll come in close though. Does it just go that far?
You can shake the seeds into your hand.
Yeah. Mama,
Mama, eat that.
they like to sit on the edge of the boat. Look at them. They're so cute. I love them. When they're not in the fucking ground. Okay.
Please get something.
Yeah. You gotta just throw them. If you don't even use them, it's the vast majority of the time.
I tried to like things.
Let me get back and call because it is time. I'm back. Apologies. We got distracted feeding ducks.
Ducklings.
Ducklings.
You know what? For that, I will forgive you.
Thank you.
Yes,
They're very
we'll
cute.
give you the time.
I'm gonna try and show.
There's 7 ducklings that live by the boat right now, and they're very cute.
Oh,
Chloe's gonna try and show them. Gotta flip it around.
I didn't have a...
Then maybe just turn their iPad. The ducklings.
Ducks.
Oh,
The little guys.
Little baby doggies.
Wahoo! Alright. Are we ready for the stealth section of this game?
Hasn't it technically all been a stealth section so far?
Yes, I was honestly expecting you guys to just raise every car down one by one.
Hey, look, I haven't gotten to properly for like a good while. So, you know. I think the most roguey thing Brutus has really gotten to do recently was pickpocket Ivana, and it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't fucking pickpocket me again, bitch.
No, you also reverse pickpocketed Grim.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was I gave Grim gambling. It's true.
Alright, then if so you all are currently on the roof of 4. So I will need acrobatics checks for crossing 3.
Acrobatics.
Am I coming with you guys? I can't remember.
I think
if
you guys were gonna go all the way to 1 and try to all the way to the power carriage and try to draw in the
I think the plan was everybody goes so we can
have the best bet in the fight.
Yeah, and Ivana's gonna go from between power and 1, to try and, so we don't try and let the guards know that we're coming, because, like, obviously being rogues, better stealth.
Yeah.
Slash dexterity.
Slash
yeah.
Tito's mind illusion.
Slash Tito's
Well, I've
mind
got
illusion.
a 25.
Hell yeah.
Acrobatics?
Yes. This is for avoiding
wings
traps. You don't
again,
need to.
Ian?
What, Charlie?
Wings again?
Yes, you may.
19.
Alright, Slay.
Hey! I see 2 digits on the dice.
19.
That is also a 19 for Brutus.
Jesus. Alright, so that's 3 successfully passed over. I need the exact same thing for car 2. Not to be boring, but
That's a
15.
That, God damn it, Charlie! That is also a 15.
Copying me.
You literally cut me off. I was about to speak, and then you said something.
21.
alright. Yeah, you guys are still cooking along pretty good. And now for passing over car 1. I will need it one last time.
18.
They're both 17. So.
Slay.
24.
Huge.
23.
Slay. Alright, with that, you guys have successfully passed over 1. It looks like there's no such traps on the power carriage, as perhaps it is already overloaded with other arcane technologies. So let me move us to that map. Listen, I made the plans for the train first, and then I realized I had to make a map for every car. I really shot myself in the fucking foot.
Hey, at least you didn't have to run like 3 different combat encounters on different screens.
Real.
Well, like you did.
And at least you have your map set up before the session instead of dragging enemy tokens on whilst you guys are rolling the initiative.
That sounds like a read on yourself, Charlie.
Oh no, it absolutely is. That is exactly what happened last week.
But you guys can go ahead and put either yourselves on the roof of the power car, which is the one right behind the engine, or the roofs of number 1, which is the carriage after that.
No, Spike. No.
Is Spike trying to come in?
He's yelling at the window.
Aw,
But it's closed. He wants to come in.
he cannot.
Have I put myself in the right spot?
Let me scroll over to there.
Yeah, you're good.
But yes. Yes.
Sorry, I just realized that I had run out of fluid. I
Real.
do not like to add fluid, and I didn't, so I'm just coming back to my desk.
Drink water.
Fizzy, spivey water.
What we affectionately in this household call Squish and Spibe.
All right. So with all of you on the roof, Ivana peering down at the door into the power carriage on your side, it looks like the power carriage door here is fully electrified. You're not sure if that's on purpose. You're not sure if that means something inside has gone on, but unlike real life, where you can't see if like metal is electrified, in fantasy you can. You can see the
little like the shimmer.
Yeah, the shimmer, the lightning skittering across it, that kind of thing.
Do we think it could be from a spell, or is this kind of like a overuse of power? Or like there's so much power going on that it's just.
You can go ahead and roll Arcana.
Do you want the dice box?
Ah, no, it's alright, I'm good. 12.
12. Alright, Slay. From what you can tell, Ivana, it does look to be purposeful. It looks like someone has taken a rather insane measure of electrifying their own door so it cannot be accessed from the side.
Telepathically, can I chat to the guys on the other side and see if it's the same for them?
Yeah. Thane and Brutus, give me an Arcana check.
Arcana! This is a flat roll. Here comes a 4. I was close. It's a 3.
25.
Jesus God.
Thanks, Quinn.
You're welcome. I rolled a
Thanks.
19 and I have a +6.
Alright. Brutus, fuck if you know, it's a door. It's got a lock. Thane, though, taking a closer look, you do not see any particular signs of magic on this door. At least not like what Ivana's describing.
Not this end.
Do you think there could be any other magical means to not get us in that door?
Not that you can visually determine.
Not that I can see.
Does anyone have detect magic? That would go hard right now.
No.
All I could do is stab myself, bleed, and make things hurt. Magic is not my forte.
You're literally
That's
a
crazy
monster
because
hunter.
you're
You're
getting
supposed to
such
know
high
these
rolls.
things.
I mean, we could.
Just go for it. I'll be fine. Just go for it.
What's it
Brutus
called?
is going to also look at the door to the actual engine.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Brutus is being very careful to know what he's looking things. Like, he's trying to build maps of the space in his head so that, you know, if he needs to duck into a corner and hide, he can.
Real. No check needed. That door's currently unlocked.
Okay. Can I see through it from this angle, or would I have to...
There is a window. You'd have to lean down some, so you could risk being seen if someone turns around. But you can certainly look in if you'd like.
fuck it, I've got a +7 to stealth. I will take the risk to lean down. I'm not going to climb down. Lean
Go ahead.
down.
Roll me perception and stealth.
Okay, so we're gonna roll perception. That is a 16 plus. Oh, that is a kinky 20. We love those. And oh my fucking god, 26 for stealth.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Another 19. I think between 19s and 20s, I have rolled like 7 today.
All right, taking a look, you can see a very, like, you know, artificer core room. But more like, you know, battlesmith. There's wires, there's gauges, there's doodads telling you this and that. It looks like there's a bunch of displays that are reporting on, like, the different spells throughout the train. And there seems to be a man, well, conducting it all. Feeding magic into this gauge here, turning up a dial over there. He looks to be dressed in these kind of almost heavier robes than you'd expect an artificer type to be in. But you can see he's got, like, you know, some tech gloves on. He does not notice you. He's enthralled in his work, and it seems to be very busy work.
I think Brutus is going to pass that on, just like, you know, hey, we can probably make it down. He seems to be distracted, but also if he turns around and looks at the wrong moment, there is nothing between us. And so if we're going to do this, we got to move fast.
Oh, how quick can you go?
Can you go?
Okay. I mean, hey, everyone get over here, lay flat to the top of the carriage. I'll get inside and I'll see if I can draw him out of there.
Slay.
And so that's the plan, I guess. Bruce is gonna try and pick the lock into the power carriage, so to speak, and go from there.
All right. Yvonne,
is everyone gonna move up here
Are you
first?
good if I move you on the map? Okay, slay. All right. So you guys come to this side of the carriage to begin entering. Wow. Karis, might I request you move, Karis, so that I can take off the roof layer? Not quite what I meant, but sure. And you guys begin to climb down.
You got no. This is me. This is Brutus going.
Real. I won't make you roll to lockpick again. It's a fairly simple lock. It's a low DC. You get in.
Yeah, like as long as I don't roll a 1, essentially, I double digits.
Yeah, and even then, you just do another check if you're wrong. But there, it seems to be still a lot of machinery in here, but less dials and gauges and such. Mostly just different pipes and cords running in and out of these the series of 3 floating arcane crystals that are kind of like glowing rhythmically.
I think I'm going to describe this to Ivana specifically, because they have the greatest exposure to magic on this kind of a scale that I'd be aware of. So I think Brutus is essentially asking Ivana, where do I break something that's going to get his attention?
Would I know? Because I think maybe like back to maybe like the Archmage or Christophos or something like that.
Like I would argue between magical knowledge and proficiency with vehicles. Like Ivana would know something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's not great. I don't think there's no, 6.
Ivana, you're not entirely certain. I mean, Presumably, if you messed with one of the power cells, that would get his attention.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
yeah. So I kind of relay it like that. Like I couldn't tell you. I've not been around anything like to this scale. But I mean, if you start causing damage, that's going to grab anyone's attention.
All right. Well, that's reassuring.
Do you want me to
I
come
think-
down there first as well, so we're not all up on this roof?
I mean, you guys seem pretty solid that you wanted me down here, but sure, if everyone wants to join me.
I mean, at least Ivana will. Just because
Yeah,
a lot of Ivana's spells that they can do affects like a 5 feet radius, like from them
So
in a negative way.
Yeah.
I come.
yeah, I think Brutus is gonna like when he hears Ivana is gonna come down, he's gonna move towards like the side of the door just in case they get spotted,
Mm-hmm.
so that he's on hand and Ivana can kite this motherfucker closer into range.
Slay.
Thane
so-
would come down as well with
Okay,
Ivana.
Slay. Karis, are you going in as well, or are you staying on the roof?
I will stay on the roof as like a lookout, see if I can spot anyone coming from either end.
Slay.
Tito, are you still in Ivana's pocket?
I am indeed.
Oh yeah. All right. Then Brutus, what are you aiming to mess with to draw attention?
Oh, we're not even rolling. Okay, cool. No stealth rolls.
Oh, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. I think what Brutus is gonna do is, like I said, Brutus's plan is to post up here where he's at and wait for everyone to get down that's coming down, and then send Thane to like go cut like a pipe or something feeding into one of the power crystals, probably the one in the center.
Mm-hmm.
So Thane can line up a shot, and Brutus and Ivana are both right next to the door.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, we're not in there yet. That's just
No.
say that probably.
No, you're inside.
Oh, we are inside. We can need to roll instead.
Yeah. Oh no, you are gonna roll stealth. I was just asking what Brutus was messing with first.
Brutus is not messing with anything until everyone.
Okay. In that case, fuck it. Go ahead and roll stealth.
I just rolled. I got a nat 20.
Okay, so I somehow missed that.
That's okay.
I'm Vulcan. I'm such a good DM.
That's okay. So I got a 30.
Real.
17 stealth.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to. You're in my pocket, honey.
No, Tito does need to.
Sneak.
And then stuff. 8.
Real.
Peter, you're in my pocket.
And Brutus give the help action. That's kind of what he's down here for.
Yeah, if you want. Brutus, you notice Tito's looking, I don't know, maybe either distracted or nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do or say to help Tito lock in?
I think Brutus is going to simultaneously speak into Tito's mind and just go, "Shh, it's okay, we're almost done," while also like gently mage handing head back into Ivana's pocket.
Just patting down.
Just like, just one finger pushing Tito back into the pocket like a fucking cigarette lighter.
We all just start chanting in each other's heads, float like a cloud, float like a cloud. I'm a fluffy cloud. I'm a fluffy cloud. Start seeing wisps.
You can go ahead and roll again.
That is a 16.
Yeah! It would have been funnier if it was
I was
worse.
thinking that, I was like, oh my god.
If that had been a nat 1, that would have been hysterical.
Yeah. Wrong thing to
Brutus's
say.
mage hand accidentally shakes dog toy.
Squeezes him too hard and he squeaks.
Alright, yeah, you're all successfully hidden, stealthed,
Hell yeah.
unnoticeable.
Yeah, so I think Brutus points at the second crystal and just goes, "Thane? Like that pipe there, not that one, the one below it. like just kind of pointing and indicates like, do this, break that, we'll see if it gets his attention. And if not, you break the one above it and continue. Hopefully he'll just come running and then we can go from there.
Nod, nod.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack Thane.
I'm not attacking Thane.
Okay, you.
Maths. 26.
26 slay. Go ahead and roll me damage. And Thane, due to being a ghost slayer, your stuff still works against things that don't have blood.
Yep.
So the automatons and stuff is very fun for a ghost slayer still. Any other blood hunter would hate this shit.
13 points of damage.
Alright, slay. There's definitely a shudder, and that second crystal flickers briefly. And you guys can see some damage, but it looks like there might need to be a little bit more to fully push it over that threshold.
Second attack, because I'm level 5, I get 2.
Real.
23 to hit.
That hits.
For... Oh god, I hate maths. So
Valid.
15 points of damage.
Hell yeah. Then you watch as the second crystal flutters and turns off. And there's kind of a jolt to the whole train. And some of the mechanics directly underneath the crystal, which, Brutus, you hadn't been entirely sure of their purpose. They were definitely connected to the crystal, but, it's difficult to make out every single detail of such a design. Something stirs as the mechanics kind of unfold, and a large electric automaton begins to come to life, kind of whirring and beginning to scan the room. But you all are sufficiently stealthed that it does not instantly notice you. But it is beginning to scan, and there's the distinct impression that if left alone, it will either try to repair or scan the room further.
Brain check in. Just look at everyone else like, so we have to break that thing, right?
Thane arms his bow. Ready?
Brutus will grab his bow as well, I suppose.
Real. All right, then I'd like for everyone to roll initiative. You guys will get a surprise round. Now I get to put on the backing music. Oh, that's the wrong backing music. Hold on.
Does this include me? Are you guys letting me know what's going on down there?
Yeah, it does include you.
Yeah, I think Brutus can still telepath to you.
Yes, I 100% can. He's within 30 feet, so.
21.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That is a 25 for Thane.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
Don't you have -1?
So I have Ivana. What was it for Thane?
Oh no, okay, so it's 3. So if it was -1, that would be hilarious. Yep.
I think you said 25.
25 for Thane? Alright.
Yeah, sorry, 25. Sorry, Charlie was
All
showing
good.
me his -1 for his initiative.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 25, so on a 16, 9.
What did Brutus get?
Also a nat 1.
Oh god. Alright, Brutus.
But that means I'm
though.
that means a 5 for my
Alright.
initiative.
What did Tito get?
So it's the dice number plus initiative.
Yes.
16.
16, alright. 6 for Tito. And hey, Karis, what did you get?
Nat 1 for 1.
I'm so
I have
sorry.
rolled a nat one. Don't be. I have rolled a nat one for 0 before, so we're doing well.
This is true. This is true. All right, then for a surprise round, top of the order, Thane, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna loose 2 arrows at it. Are we stealthed to it, I guess is the question?
Yes.
No first shot at advantage because it doesn't know I'm there.
Indeed.
Wonderful. That is a 19 to hit.
I'm looking at the wrong fucking tab. That hits.
So that is 14 points of damage, so 12 piercing and 2 cold.
Alright. Math. I forgot to pre-open my calculator. You know how it be.
Sorry, 2 radiant.
Okay, slay. That does make a difference.
Yes, because I forget that my Rite of Dawn changes my Crimson Rite to radiant instead of cold.
Alright. Is that your whole turn, or do you got to second attack in there?
I have
He's
second attack.
Woohoo! Go off.
So that's a nat 20.
Jesus Christ!
How are we doing criticals again?
Roll all of your damage and double it.
Damage and double it. So that is 16, so that's 20 piercing and 6 radiant.
Slay.
I think I move myself slightly.
Alrighty.
So I can be a bit more of a, hey, I'm in the way kind of guy.
Alright.
Candy guy.
Then next up is Ivana.
Slay.
Do you want me to come back to you, or?
No.
Alrighty.
Oh, good. So I'm going to move down to here and do a. Oh yeah, Tito. I dropped Tito out my pocket.
Oh, fair.
Okay.
So Tito isn't in danger of getting hit.
Because I don't want. Yeah. So I've tucked Tito in the corner, and I said to Tito, "Stay put." Yeah. Basically, stay put. But if you can, if someone comes to attack you, run. But if you can attack from a distance, attack from a distance. So, like treating you like a child, but also like use your shit. Yeah. Go to
A dangerous child.
dangerous child.
That's very much what I am.
You Kaz or you Tito?
Tito. These all actions.
Your bonus action is your sneak attack.
Yeah, I'm also just quickly looking at my sorcery spells. Great. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. Oh, I don't know. So if I use Mind Sliver, could I then use my? Oh no, because sneak attack is bonus.
Yeah,
action.
sneak attack doesn't work with spells.
I'm just gonna hit.
Real. We love a hit.
I'm gonna hit with my normal dagger, hit with my psychic dagger.
Slay, go
So
for
that
it.
is...
Good.
Yeah, there we go. Hit with that dagger. Be nice to me. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Slay. And my second dagger is against 17, so that also hits.
That hits.
And then damage.
And then how much do you have to sneak attack?
It should say, scroll. No, go back to actions. Scroll down. It should say, and the sneak attack section, there you go.
2d6. Is that for each hit as well?
Nope, you only get to use it once a turn.
Okay, fine. So that is
But when it does
15 damage.
Slay. Woo! Alrighty, then, in that case, Tito, it's your turn.
So, I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and, is it a roll to hit, like you roll? Are you sure?
Yes, Eldritch Blast is an attack roll.
Alright, Slay,
Yeah.
then you roll d20.
Yes. Oh. 3!
3? Is the total 3?
That's what's on the dice. What else do I have to it?
Yeah, we'll roll this side. So if you have, it says plus 7.
Slay.
So you have a 10 total,
10. Yeah.
and then that's how much you roll for damage.
Cool.
So yeah, that hits. I'll tell you straight up, their AC is 9.
Nice. And then D10. That one. So that's 9.
Slay, 9 damage. We'd love to hear it.
Hell yeah.
Eldritch Blast also has 2 beams at 5th level.
Oh yes,
So-
it does. So
So
if you,
roll again.
yes,
Coming back to me. Well, that's a 0, so. Oh no.
the 0
4.
means 10.
Oh! 14!
Hey Tito, you know,
Yeah.
Ivana sets you down, says like, hey, careful, stay out of the danger. You're not along. Then Ivana's stabbing this thing, getting ready to get gritty. Tito, how do you blast it apart?
So I take the bubble off of my top hat.
Mm-hmm.
Take the bubble off of my top hat, and I love it, and it transforms into a flaming ball of magic midair. And then, because my hat is magic, the bubble regenerates, and I take another bubble off my hat, and it does the same thing as I lob it towards it. So basically, I'm just throwing my bubbles at this thing, and they turn into anything that goes through.
Hell yeah. I love that. So, Tito the turret. Alright, I'm gonna roll something on the next person's turn. Or, Tito, are you moving at all, or are you staying still?
Ivana told me to stay put, so I'm staying put.
Real. Alright, someone failed the roll. Brutus, it's your turn.
I mean, you said it's blasted apart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
I will say, so I was chewing. It hasn't gotten to its turn yet, but if you could, let's say, roll me an Arcana check, Brutus, with advantage, because you understand machines.
Alrighty. I do have advantage on things I have 0. And that is a 17 on the die.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You get the feeling, now that this crystal has been fully turned off, and its automaton destroyed, the other 2 crystals are starting to hum louder. And you get the feeling their automatons are about to turn on.
Like,
Okay, cool. I saw how this one came up and out.
Uh-huh.
Well, I saw this one like start doing its thing. So does that give me any information what I can do?
Yeah.
Like if I were to move to this crystal here nearest me,
Remind
does
me.
that give me anything to work with as far as breaking this thing or jamming it in place?
Remind me, Brutus. What kind of rogue are you?
Inquisitive.
Mm-hmm. Have you looked at some of your abilitoires?
a number of them, but I'm not sure which one you're looking at.
Go ahead. Let's say. Where is it? Go ahead and, if you want for your bonus action, you can essentially use insightful fighting to automatically get sneak attack on one that hasn't quite emerged yet.
Awesome.
Because you technically wouldn't have advantage on it yet, but you can with insightful fighting.
At the risk of being the rules lawyer, isn't this still technically a surprise round?
Yes, this is true. So you don't even need to use insightful fighting. You're trying to do cool stuff. No, fuck it. Go for it. You can just hit. You saw where it emerges from.
Cool. So, attack roll. That's a 12 on the die, so that's dope. So, I am rolling... Do I have advantage with surprise round? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna reroll just see if it crits. It doesn't. That's a 2.
A 2 total?
So, no, on the second roll. The first one was a 12 on the die.
Okay.
And also that's a 9, even if I did roll a 2.
Defender wins.
So, you know what? I forget. That's true. All right, so that is 4d6 plus 4. Sweet Christ. 25 points of piercing damage, please.
Jesus Christ. And I'm guessing this is against that first crystal's the machine.
Automaton, yes. Yes. I'm hitting the robot closest to me and projecting that there's another one coming out of the other crystal, probably.
Oh yeah, I'll just make them both visible now so you guys can see where they will be. Yeah. You fucking rip into it. It is looking quite unhappy as it slowly is emerging. Alright. Is that your entire turn, Brutus?
I only get the one attack, so yes.
Alright. Hold on. There we go.
Play.
We've got the computer back. That's okay.
If we just destroy everything.
Real. Alright, Karis, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. Before I head down, I'm going to have a quick look around to see if I can see anyone or anything moving towards this carriage.
Go ahead and, as a free action, make me a perception check.
I can offer you a 14.
Real. Thank you so much, Chloe. It looks like, on his turn, the conductor did a check to see if he noticed what was going on, and he failed it. That's what you can tell with your
Yes, I
perception
knew that's
check.
what that was.
He's really in the zone. But presumably, if more than one goes down, he will absolutely fucking notice.
I mean, to be fair, so far the loudest thing that's happened in theory was the Eldritch Blast.
Real.
In that case, I will climb down and enter the carriage. Make a quick assessment of the scene and essentially check with the team to see whether they want me to go for nearby guy or far away guy.
Probably the near one.
Near one?
Slay. Go crazy, Karis. I'm mentally betting in my head what you're going to do.
How damaged is nearby guy?
Just over half. As in, still has just over half.
In that case, we will go with a guiding bolt.
Huge.
Let's see if I can do better than Shadowheart.
Low bar.
Be nice to
21 to hit.
That hits.
That's 4d6. $16 points of radiant damage.
Huge. It's looking below half health. Bloodied, if you will.
How much movement would you say it would have cost me to get down into here?
Let's just say 10.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Huge.
Oh.
All right. All right.
I do think it's funny how we're all trying to stay out of sight of the door.
Oh, before end of turn, I will let everyone know that Conductor might be onto something.
Real.
And then in my turn.
All right. Thane, top of the order. It's your turn.
Okay, gonna shift slightly this way, and this one is gonna get a pew pew from me.
You have advantage.
Hmm.
No, that dice stack. That is a 23 to hit.
That sure fucking hits.
For 9 piercing and 4 radiant.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second attack is 25 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 piercing and 5 radiant.
Math. -8. -5. It looks like it's in the single digits.
Nice.
Alright, is that your whole turn, Thane?
Yep.
Alright, I like to imagine, because since Thane shoots, like, arrows of light, obviously they can't hit multiple people, but I like to imagine that after they hit something, they ping around the metal carriage for a little, kind of harmlessly.
No, they just hit and dissolve into a pile of glitter that just keeps going like shrapnel. So Tito has actually just gotten glittered really hard because of Thane.
Yeah.
Ivana, it is your turn.
All the glitter.
I am going to, seeing that they've got the other one handled, if I could move,
Hello.
move over to this one, attack, 15, 30. Sorry, very distracted.
I don't know if I got it or not.
I don't know.
Never mind.
And I'm going to just don't have like sneak attack or anything now. Now I'm going to cast Sword Burst.
Mm-hmm.
So momentarily, circle of spectral blades sweep around me. All creatures within 5 feet of me must succeed on a Dex saving throw.
You get that going. Where is the
And
dex?
it is a 14.
Mm-hmm.
It's a... Burn.
Rolled an 18.
Damn it.
Is it actually standing up at this point? Because otherwise I feel like it should have...
Fair enough. Now it's 12.
Ah!
Thanks, Rules Lawyer.
I should apply to Iyengar Mulligan.
This is why I shouldn't actually roll electronically.
Why?
So it's 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 2?
I rolled
Did you get
a
2 ones? Oh. Just
I got
a 2.
2 ones.
Fair enough. Well, 2.
Force damage.
From
Force
from
damage.
Booming Lake, yep.
And then bonus action, my psychic dagger.
We're watching Kaz
It
try
hits.
very hard to slay. We're watching Kaz try very hard to kill a fly.
I got it. I got it. 4.
Took away my thunder.
Sorry, it was in front of me.
Squint.
1d4. That is 8 damage.
Slay?
It hit because it's +7, so as long as I get more, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
That is my turn.
Slay. Alright then. Tito, it is your turn.
I'm not going to be able to get very close to the pink one, am I?
No, but the green one is still just barely up. And technically with Eldritch Blast, rules of lawyers, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't not all of the beams have to go at the same target, right?
You have to
no,
pick
you
the
can
beams.
target
You can pick
separately.
where they go, but they can go to different entities.
So they can go to different entities.
They can.
Yeah.
They're separate attack rolls.
Slay.
Cute.
So if you want to just send one at the green guy and then the rest at the pink, you can do that.
So, do I have to move from where I am to hit the pink one?
Have
No.
a look at your Eldritch. Go here. Have a look at see.
120.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's within
Yeah,
120
you are.
feet.
Yeah, I'm great.
So I'll say 120 feet.
Yeah.
Real?
All right, get your foot fetish out of this. We have a channel for.
Yeah.
Yeah, +7.
Yes, +7. Oh, there's a 12 maths. Yay!
Real, alright, that hits.
So don't. Yeah, roll over a 2 and it hits.
Slay. So that is. Do I add anything to that? Yeah.
1d10 +4, so that's 5 +4.
That's 9.
Mhm.
And an.
You only hit that one. You haven't tried roll to hit the other one yet.
Oh, slay. Okay, so 9 for the green one.
You kill the green one.
Yay! And then I rolled
Tito's mopping up.
13 +7.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
MVP, most valuable
20.
puppet.
A kinky 20 on the pink one.
And that's a 9 +4, which is 13.
13
pink
damage.
one.
Slay.
I'm just lobbing balls over here, guys.
Real.
Are y'all?
Alright. Give me 1 sec. Someone's making a check. Fucking finally. There is a loud bang and shudder as this second automaton powers down, as well as its crystal. And the train begins to like rattle and shake some, seeming to depend more and more on the engine itself. And there is kind of a confused shout from the direction of the engine. And anyone who kind of sticks their head around the corner to look can see that the conductor is preparing to start moving in this direction.
I think that's Brutus's turn now.
Yes, that is Brutus's turn.
Okay. Now, let me know if this is metagaming. But the conductor just made the check, and he's preparing to move, which says to me he's not actually going to do so.
No, he already used his movement.
Okay, cool. So that he's already taken his turn. Okay. So, as much as I want to take a shot at this automaton, I think what I'm going to have Brutus do is take the hide action for a bonus action and switch to his short sword and ready an attack the second the conductor gets into range so that he can have, get another sneak attack on.
Yeah. Slay. All right, you hold your attack for when the conductor comes through the doors. Eris, what would you like to do?
That is a good question. I think we will start with a Sacred Flame at pink,
Slay.
which is a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 17.
Big on deck save.
My DC is 16. Shit. And because it's a cantrip, that's no damage.
No. This is enough. Any bonus actions you want to do?
Bonus action, spiritual weapon here.
Hell yeah. Wait, where? Show me again.
On the coupling link
Oh, yes.
thingies.
Let me grab that for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Where is that? Where is it?
Where is it?
Is each square 5 feet?
Did I label it? See, was I smart? Yes, I did label it as your spiritual weapon token. Let's go. There you go. Let me give you control.
Cool. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
And then I will use my movement to keep heading this way.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. Then, with that, top of the round is now Thane's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at this one.
Go for it.
19.
That hits. I love skin.
For 8 piercing and 5 radiant for my first attack.
Hell yeah.
And then my second attack is another 19.
That hits.
For I can do math. 9 piercing and 5 radiant.
Right. Okay, so looking pretty damn rough. Is that your whole turn thing?
Yes, it is.
All right, Vanna.
So I just want to skirt around. Skirt. Skirt. Trying to use this Roll20 on an iPad as a mission. I'm just going to skirt around the guy. To the other side, especially since Chaos is coming up, just so we can flank easier. And Chaos have to going all the way around. And then I would like to stab. I'm just gonna keep stabbing. Yeah, that hits. Oh no, that's Defender wins, isn't it?
AC of 9, yeah.
Yeah. That one hits though.
Slay.
So 1, 4, 2, 6 damage.
Slay.
That was action bonus, action movement. That is everything.
Alright. -6. Wahoo. Alright. Finally, one of the automatons gets to have a fucking turn. They keep dying
It's already
too
half
quick.
dead, practically.
Sorry.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just a
The
turn.
only turn any of the automatons are going to have.
One hopes.
Let me see. Alright. Work. Ivana, you are the nearest creature to it, so as it enters its berserk mode, it is going to make 3 multi-attacks against you. Excuse me. Ivana dies, part 2.
Is that a nat 20?
Yep.
I just go, haha, my AC is 17 because I've already done mage armor.
It was a natural 20.
Fuck me.
So that is a total of 27. So the first hit is, I forgot to pull out my dice. Or at least all of them. So the first hit, you take 13 lightning damage. And that's doubled, so 26. The second attack, an 18 plus 7. So that's 25.
It's a hit.
Yeah,
It's a hit.
Yeah, I had to do math. 14 lightning damage.
I'm down.
Slay. Because of its berserk trait, it does have to keep attacking whatever's closest to it. So the final attack is still gonna go on you, Ivana. I apologize. I can show you the berserk thing later if you want.
No, it's fine. I believe you. As long as Aldo doesn't get a total of 32, total of 32 damage.
Does 14 hit?
14. I mean, if I'm
Nope.
down, does AC still count?
It has advantage, right? Am I remembering wrong, guys?
It has
Yeah, so I rolled with advantage and it got 14, so it did not hit, right?
No.
Slay. You are spared.
If the damage
That's
roll
its turn.
was 32, because that's my total. Yeah, I would have been dead.
Next up, Tito.
Okay.
Your pocket buddy Ivana has fallen to the floor. Must be real sleepy.
In the nicest way possible, I don't think there's anything I can do to help you.
That's alright.
Other than killing it.
Unless Couch chooses not to.
But I believe I want to do Thunder Step, but I want to wait until the conductor comes through.
Yes, you want to hold your action.
Yes. You don't have to. You can't hold a bonus action though. So if there's anything you want to do with your bonus action, do you want to maybe check with Kaz if there's anything?
Yes, if you click actions, and then under that you can go bonus action.
Yes.
2 weapon fighting. You don't have any bonus actions.
No, that's fine. I did think of it on
So, then yeah, you're holding Thunderstep.
Yep, that's where I am.
Dun dun dun! Someone's entering the map. Let me go grab his music. Where is he? We're jumping straight to his fight music, not his talk music. All right. The conductor begins to cross and step into the let's put him here first. The carriage, immediately seeing, of course, the two broken automatons, and looking confused, and stepping in further. And I assume a couple held actions pop off. I'm gonna do Brutus first, and then I'll go for Tito.
Okay.
Brutus.
Do I have advantage on this roll?
Yes, because you were in hiding.
Cool. Oh my fucking. I apologize in advance for this question. How do crits work with sneak attack? What ruling are we making with that?
Roll everything, double everything.
Beautiful. Cool. So that's 4d6 times 2. Roll. Come here, you son of a bitch. Roll properly. I don't want to dig out all my d6s. Alright, fine. I will dig out my d6s. My app is... Cool. So. Alright. 9, 14, 17. So that's 30 of damage.
Hi, Templar.
Real. Let me. You said 30 what again?
39 points of damage.
All right. Write it down.
I love playing rogues.
Real.
Go back into your pocket.
All right. You have done your attack. Is that
I've done my attack.
all right? It's like Tito. Would you like to do your thunder step?
I would love to do my thunder step.
Real.
Look at how movement. So, I believe from where I am, I will hit the conductor with this because he's within 10 feet.
Yes.
So I would then like to move.
That's the measuring tool.
Yeah.
And then click the square next to you. And then drag. You can drag and go.
Stay.
And you can go up and down with it as well.
Stay. I can do the whole thing.
Yeah. And you can go like diagonal as well.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, I don't want to go right next to you because if that thing's got a turn.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
So,
What do you
I'll say pop
need?
to cows.
yeah. I'm going to go, hey, I'm
Yeah.
biting my pal. I'm going to come over here.
Go like right there, and it'll hit the automaton when you pop out. I'm just saying. Or does it only go on?
It's only on what
leading,
you've
not-
left, I think, is what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, I would go next to the thingamajiggy. So.
You just go blast Karis.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
It would be funny.
Yeah, shits and giggles. So for that, I just have to roll 3d10, or do you want me to roll to hit?
Oh, that's
It's a
not
saving
good.
throw, so. And then you tell me what save to make.
It's constitution save.
Constitution save.
Slay. Let me look at this guy's constitution.
Oh no! Yeah.
Nice.
Natural 20.
So it fails.
Or
So
is there a half damage?
Yeah, there's a half damage.
Yeah.
So, yes,
It's
so-
half damage on success.
So I can still roll the 3 and then just half the total.
Yeah. So add it all together.
1, 7, 9. Maths.
Real.
16. 8.
16 and 8? Or
No, just
half?
8.
Okay.
8 damage.
8 thunder damage.
Slay.
Kabloom.
And it straight poof into Cass's pocket.
Yeah. I'm just pocket hopping.
Real. Alright, he looks quite shocked by all of this going on. And his turn continues. Face kind of screws up in anger at what has just happened to me. Let me...
He got stabbed pretty good. He got concussed a little bit. He ran right past the glowing sword, floating in midair.
Real. Listen, he was more focused on his machines. But he raises a hand, seems to mutter something. It's because the windows are open, Chloe.
Yeah, no.
Let me close them.
I'm gonna close them now.
He raises a hand, and then pulls it down towards himself. And I need everyone within. Let's see how close people are. Woohoo!
Just me and
Oh
Dane,
my
probably.
God. Wow, everyone except for Ivana. I need everyone except for Ivana to make dexterity saving throws.
I mean,
I
I'm
love
guessing
that.
I would do this to be fair because I'm down anyway.
It doesn't reach far enough.
No, but even if I did,
Yeah,
15.
15. All right,
5.
real,
23.
real,
25.
real. So I need so Tito and Karis are going to take this full damage, while everyone else takes half.
That's hilarious.
Furthest away.
Hold on, I'm doing math. You know how it be. So 24 necrotic damage on everyone. So no, sorry, no. necrotic damage, 24 necrotic damage on Tito and Karis. Half that for everyone else. So 12.
And I have
Okay.
that again because I'm resistant to
Real.
necrotic damage because of my
Real.
weight.
But what falls from not the sky, since you guys are now inside, but kind of coalesces in the air and falls down on all of you, is this thick, goopy black rain that feels so pleasant. Aren't you guys glad this isn't canon? You'd all be fucking infected.
I would also like to note Brutus has uncanny dodge that he would like to use.
Mm-hmm.
So I am also only taking 6 points of damage.
And then he is going to use his 2-a-day ability to shadow step. As this priest of hunger. Let me see how far he can go. Oh, fucking bloody. This priest of hunger, I can't talk, teleports himself to the other side of the carriage. Brutus, did you have a reaction left?
No,
Okay.
because I used it to half the damage.
Right. Slay. He teleports to the other side of the carriage. And that is his turn. And with that, it is now Brutus's turn.
Cool. I am looking at things really quick.
Real.
Okay, cool. Brutus gonna move here. And then I would like to do a fun little insight check.
Wow, crazy.
Which he will contest with deception.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet baby Christ. What the fuck?
What'd you get?
I'm looking at my insight. 2 seconds. 23.
Alright, please hold. 13.
Okay, cool. That means I have advantage every time I attack him for the next minute.
Jesus Christ.
And I also can use my steal attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Then with
so
your-
we're gonna...
With your insightful fighting, you see this man for what he really is. A once, maybe, renowned artificer who has been so corrupted by the plague that he is now a priest to the veracity. Anyways, continue.
Wilder,
Huh?
I promise, I
Yes.
promise I'm not making these up.
No, I believe you.
That's another fucking nat 20!
Go off. Listen, I'm at the point, I've played with Quinn so long that I believe anything.
Okay. Alright, so that's a short? Yes, it's a short bow, so it's still a d6. One more d6. We're gonna grab the orange one. Cool. So 10, 16, 19. So that's 38. 42 points damage.
Jesus Christ. Let me subtract. You just more than halved his health.
It only would have affected that.
Jesus
Brutus
Christ.
by himself is slaughtering this man. Sweet God.
Is that your whole turn, Brutus?
That is action and bonus action. So yes, that is my whole turn.
Slay. Alrighty. Then, with that, it is now... Karis' turn. Yeah.
Me, hello.
Hello.
Ivana is down.
Yes.
I am very, very, very hurt. Who else is
And
badly
also,
hurt?
just remember, Karis, just as a little thing, not some meta game. Ivana is dressed like one of the soldiers on the train.
What does that mean?
I told you at the beginning that Ivana was dressed like.
No, I know, but what does that mean to Karis?
I'm just saying that if you keep Ivana down just for a little bit, maybe this other guy might be like, oh, hey, one of my soldiers on the train is down. I will help them up.
Who knows?
He's an artificer. He doesn't have a lot of heat. And also, he's charging for the door. I think he's grabbing help, not going to heal you.
I'm also pretty badly hurt to answer the previous question.
Brutus and Dane are fine. We're down 6 HP each.
Okay, so myself, Ivana, and Tito.
Yes.
I will be casting Aid at 3rd level.
Slay!
So we will regain 10 hit points.
Slay!
Woohoo!
And our maximum hit points increase by 10 for the next
8 hours.
8 hours, yeah.
Slay.
Good spell.
Your
Plus
maximum...
10 current hit points, plus 10 maximum hit points for the next 8 hours.
Nice. Have I fucked that up?
Don't feel like you have to change that on your sheet right now, Cass. You can just write it down on paper if you want.
Okay.
Is that your whole turn, Karis?
That is my action. It's a spell. I don't have anything really as a bonus action that's not a spell.
Real.
I've got a spiritual weapon, but that's over there, and that's like way more than 20 feet away, so we are just going to move. We'll chase this guy a little bit.
Real. Alright.
That'll be my turn.
Top of the round. So he can't do his full layer actions because you guys aren't inside the engine. So you guys fucked me by not going into the engine. There is one layer action he can do though. He aims a beam down the 3 crystals, seemingly lining them up, and as his layer action, summons something through the power of these crystals. And let me get rid of the darkness. Hold on. Reveal areas, please. Reveal thyself. And then we're gonna, as black goop begins to coalesce itself, forming a horrific face that kind of is slack-jawed and kind of moans at all of you, and begins to goop across the connection between the trains. It cannot. No one is close enough for it to attack right now, but it will begin entering the carriage next round. And now it is Thane's turn. Thane?
I'm muted. Be proud of me because I actually read my abilities before this session.
Hell yeah.
So my Blood Maledict and my Crimson Rite are 2 different things.
Mm-hmm.
Both wound me, but they're different things. So I'm going to use my Blood Maledict, which is a curse, on this guy.
Slay.
So I have to take another d6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I take 3 more damage. So now he is cursed. So I mark him, and then until the end of my turn, whenever I hit him, and I use a weapon active with my Crimson Rite, I deal extra damage. Also, because I took the damage, it's amplified, and therefore my first attack against him is with advantage.
Slay.
So, me reading my abilities, guys, really helpful.
Hell yeah.
So it does mean I actually haven't used my Blood Maledict in the actual session yet. They're different.
Okay. As long as you keep track of what you've used, at least for the main
Yeah. Okay, so that is 24 to hit.
session. No hits.
So, I actually roll extra d6s on top of my d8.
Wouldn't it be so fucking cool if we kill this fucker and the other thing just dissolves?
That's cute. That's cute that you think that'll happen.
No, I said, wouldn't it be cool? Because I know for a fact it won't happen.
No. So sorry, me trying to do math is really bad. So that's 11 piercing and 10 radiant on the first hit.
Cool. Don't continue. How do you kill this priest of the hunger?
Light bolt straight through the eye.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Okay, so my second shot will be against the automaton, so that it hopefully will stop attacking
Ivana.
Real.
Yeah. So that's 24 to hit.
Hits.
So 9 piercing and 9 radiant.
I just want to. What damage did you do? Sorry, apologies. I was focused on stealing a sip of Chloe's wine. Slay.
9 piercing, 9 radiant.
Real. You know how it be with stealing your fiance's wine. Alrighty. And you said radiant, right?
Mm-hmm.
You notice that the piercing does not do as much damage as you would like. Yeah, minus. Okay. Is that your whole turn thing?
Yep, and I've moved as much as I can, so I can't get closer for it to target me.
Yeah. All right, Ivana.
It's like We're
down on the ground.
down on the ground.
Don't forget to X out the priest, asshole.
Yeah, so I would like to use. Where is it? I want to read it out so that I'm like not. Here, some traits.
I don't like that Wilder didn't answer me or do it.
I didn't hear it. Say it again.
Don't forget to X out the priest guy because he's dead.
Yes, I will in a second. Excuse me.
I would like to use my innate sorcery. Which gives me. For 1 minute, I have advantage on all attack rolls of my sorcerer spells.
All right.
And then I would like. I'm gonna just stay on the ground.
Really?
And then I would like to chill touch. Oh yeah, because I have to touch him. I'm gonna just fucking. Because it's
No,
sort of like.
you're gonna want to get up because otherwise he'll have advantage on his attack rolls and you'll have
Yeah, this is so
Join
true.
you
I'm
first.
gonna use half my movement to get up, and then the rest of it to get next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can do that. Can't
To the automaton? You're already next to him.
To the guy, evil guy.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Slay. Yeah.
It's the automaton that's still.
Oh, it's the automaton that's still up. Okay, great. Yeah, stand up, touch him with advantage.
Mm.
Yeah, that hits, but no crit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's 2d10.
Yeah, it's also a range of 120. So, you know, chill touch.
Oh, it says touch.
What version of chill touch are you working with?
Just to beat the damage, Chloe.
Okay, 10.
It is dead.
It is dead.
It is dead.
Fuck yeah.
Is that a
All we have
turn?
left is monster.
Bonus action movement. Yes.
Slay. Tito, it is your turn. No worries. Don't worry, we're almost done.
Oh, so, what is still alive?
The goo that is on its way in.
Can I do anything to the goo?
You can attack it.
Hell yeah. Well, would you know, I forgot I had invocations, and so anytime I cast it at its blast, I could use Agonizing Blast, but we're going to do that now.
Slay.
So...
It's alright. First time playing a character. Well, in a while.
Yeah. So, I'm going to do Eldritch Blast on the goo.
Real.
Does it say +4 to damage or +4 to hit?
It's +7 to hit.
Oh no, on the invocation.
Damage.
Huge.
So that's that, and then I add 7, which is 16.
Slay, that hits.
Oh, hell yeah. And then... one. Okay. So... that is a 9.
Yeah.
Yo.
-9. Slay. Alright. Slay.
Slay.
Next up is the ooze. It's the ooze's turn. It entered the order. Does spiritual weapon get attack of opportunity?
No.
This is
No,
so
it does
sad. Yeah. So it was
Can
from
I-
here.
Can I do a bonus action?
Yes.
Can I use Shielding Aura?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use that.
What does that do?
Once per short rest bonus action, I create a whirling order of brilliant energy. At the end of your next turn, you gain resistance to all damage, and if a hostile creature ends its turn within 10 feet of you, it takes radiant damage equal to warlock level and charisma.
Slay.
You can take it.
Yeah. Alright. So, Tito's not close enough, but Brutus is. Brutus. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I believe that is a +1 for me. Let me... Yes, it's +1. That is a 4.
What'd you say? 14?
14.
Okay, slay. His DC is 15. It's Brutus, baby girl.
It's
The
a good
goo...
thing Grim isn't here.
Yeah, the goo lashes out and pulls you in for a nice fun hug, Brutus.
Not live.
Ow.
You can feel it pressing all up against your side. And let me make sure I'm reading this right. Yeah, so where's my d10s? You know the usual hunt for d10s. I'll just roll it multiple times, it's fine.
Here, I've got 2 here.
Hold on.
Here comes that uncanny dodge.
Go ahead and take 18 necrotic damage, and you are currently restrained.
Fuck you,
And
I
you're
take
also
9.
unable to breathe, unless you can breathe water.
I cannot. But also, fuck you, I take 9.
Real. And let me check. Is that its whole turn? Yeah, that is its turn. Woo! Next up is Brutus.
Yeah, I was about to say, it should be me.
Yeah, you can make a dex saving throw at the end of your turn to escape. Unless you just
Okay,
want to
cool.
hang out where you are.
I do not particularly. So I can't move. Let's see, hang on 1 sec. Damn. This thing probably has a pretty decent strength save. Damn. That would be funny though. So, you know what? We're gonna do insightful fighting again. Just see if I can.
Woohoo! To see if you can get
Insight.
that sneak attack.
Yeah,
It
insight
definitely
is.
has charisma. Totally.
It does not.
It got an 8 deception.
I got a 15 insight. So I have the sneak attack, which is dope. So I'm going to stab it. I hope. So, yeah, I stab it. That's a 17 on the die plus an 8. So that's 4d6 plus 5. 7. 17 plus 5 is 22. 22 points of damage.
Oh yeah?
Piercing damage, because that probably makes a difference.
Yep, because it takes half that.
Yeah, I figured. And you said dex saving throw to try and get away?
Yep.
Cool. That's cocked.
Another cat.
Okay. Nat 20.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You get away. You are still standing right next to it, but you're no longer enveloped.
Cool.
Because it does consume your movement to escape. Oh, it's the end of the turn. Anyways,
Should be
next
Karis.
up is Karis. Yeah.
I would like to point out that your sacred weapon is in range. Want to use that bonus, bud?
I am very aware we will be doing that.
Beautiful.
Bonus action. Magic weapon thing.
Hell yeah.
14.
Defender wins.
Fuck. Action. Guiding bolt.
Hell yeah.
$11.
Defender wins.
Fuck.
Unless there's half damage, of course.
Not for guiding
The
bolt.
guiding bolt is a roll to hit. It will either hit or not.
Mm-hmm.
Karis secretly Shadowheart.
No.
Oh, I got a guiding bolt earlier. Don't you slander me.
Thing, it is now your turn.
I will actually use a bit movement to crawl into the corner and start crying.
Okay, no, so I want to go 30
I can't wait to
here.
find out who's actually doing this.
So I'm gonna, do Tabitha, no. What am I doing with myself? I'm shooting it. That's what I'm doing. I'm shooting it.
Slay.
For 24 to hit.
That hits.
And then I'm gonna just roll both my attacks. For 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we are looking at a total of 20 piercing damage and 12 radiant damage.
Slay. Thane, how did you kill this ooze?
With another kind of like just 2 streaks of light let off like one after the other straight into it that kind of like dissolves the goo.
Oh yeah. Then, give me a second for showing my peas.
Hi, small child. Hello. You are so small and fluffy. Yes, you are. You're a soft little baby.
Then, I will give us a bit of a fast-forwarded ending. Due to, I'm sure, people beginning to flag in energy. But... I was looking at the wrong chat. There we go. Not what I meant to do.
Feels so stinky.
Here's the music. Is she stinky?
She's so stinky.
But she's allowed to be stinky.
You're such a stinky child. You're
So,
lucky.
we wrap up. You guys complete this fight. Ivana drives his train. It's all very epic.
Let's go!
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys... What are your, total plans with the prisoner? Are you keeping her with you? Are you just kind of cutting that car loose and seeing what happens? What's going on?
Oh
What
no, they
was-
will not let that prisoner out of their sight once they have her in our custody.
Yeah, I was about to say, what was the original job? Because I don't think it was
Give them
just
back.
getting them away.
Bring her alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Doesn't have to be
about-
one piece, just alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Yeah.
Then I'll say, if you guys completed this fight so well, the fight in the other car against the other enemies would have been no problem. You're eventually left with the prisoner. You guys do have to semi-unchain her to get her loose. Did any of you attempt to talk to her, or just kind of leave her
No.
muffled?
Leave her muffled.
Real.
Tito kind of
Brutus will probably poke her in the brain, just like... Brutus is just gonna be like, why did you betray both sides? I'm confused.
She points one awkwardly handcuffed finger at Tito.
That he asked in her head. This
Oh,
is
in
a
her
brain-to-brain conversation.
In her head, she says, I'm a witch, and I'm a bit more focused on that than petty politics.
This is fair.
I don't
I would
suppose
also
I
like it
can
noted.
convince you to let me go. I'd rather not be executed by the Alliance for daring to free spirits.
Run that by me again.
I don't suppose I could convince you to free me. I'd rather not be executed by the Alliance for daring to free spirits.
Oh, Wilder, you
Right,
bastard!
person. Hey, all I'll say is Ivana's driving the train right now. They don't know this is going on.
Question is, do you let Thane know about the spirit thing?
Straight up, I think Brutus just immediately goes to start cutting her loose.
Slay, do you remove her mouth thing?
I mean, if I don't, she will, so...
Yeah, it's a bit of lock picking. Oh, go ahead, Quinn.
Brutus, what are you doing?
The Alliance wants her head for freeing slaves. I'm not inclined to turn her over for doing the same thing I do.
Fair. I'll help.
Real. Yeah, you guys begin to undo her. She seems to
Oh, we're
like,
undoing her, are we?
real. She
Thane,
seems
not swing that way.
she seems to initially be ready for like someone to harm her when the mouthpiece is taken off, but she pauses for a moment, looks around at all of you and says, "Right. Well, thanks. Hope the train isn't too difficult to handle.
Oh, we're gonna be setting this fucking thing on.
Oh, fun. Well, I'm excited to see it from a distance." And then she dimension doors, which is only a verbal component, so she just needed to be able to talk.
That's so funny.
She is gone. Codename Termite has disappeared.
Slay.
And Ivana doesn't know anything about it.
Real. You did an insight checker or anything. I was ready.
Again, Brutus, like 100%, that's a hot button for him. If that's what someone comes out with, nah.
Yeah.
That's not going to come back to bite us in the ass in the main campaign.
Yeah. Thank you for playing in my one-shot, guys. Playing on my train escapade. Entitled...
Your semi-canon one-shot.
Yeah, my semi-canon one-shot. That is officially titled The Escape of Myrtle Nightshade. Chloe recognized something.
So, which station did we just cut loose? That's all I want to know.
She does not have a station.
Oh, so it's not a witch. Great.
No, she is a witch. She's just like a
A regular witch.
Yeah. She'd just be out here.
The stations? Remind me what stations are?
There's a bunch of them. The stations are like, the fact.
Did you talk about it earlier?
Yes, I can remind you later. Because the fact that you even know what I'm talking about already lets people know that you know something. But yes.
I mean, to be fair, Kaz could have just listened to the old episodes and known something because holy shit.
We're so sneaky, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we only engaged like 2 cars of the train, technically.
Yeah. You guys avoided a bunch of combat.
Let's go.
I had so much prepped, and it was not needed to slay.
Sorry, me and my gas.
No,
The
go
roguey
off.
rogues were doing the rogue.
To be fair, I would rather be over-prepped than under-prepped.
Yeah.
Real.
Fucking truly.
Mhm.
I'm
Thank
always
you so
under prepped.
much for
Oh,
playing.
same.
Thank you for running.
Thank you.
Thank you for running.
Thank you,
game.
Wilder.